friends, what have you learned? I was programmed to beat you.
Just like the street lights lit this town, like a fire in a blaze, gotta burn it down. Can't be afraid to leave this out. We got this far, don't know how. I see danger in your eyes. They know we'll burn down the night. Coming just like the sunrise. You know that we gonna let it rain. Tonight we gonna let it rain. Tonight we gonna let it just like the sunrise. We gonna let it rain. Just like a spark that's breaking out. Can't make a stop, can't turn back now. We know that there's no room for doubt. No, we can't turn back now. I see danger in your eyes. They know we'll burn down the night. Coming just like the sunrise. You know that we gonna let it rain. Tonight we gonna let it rain. Tonight we gonna let it just like the sunrise. We gonna let it rain.
think this is a great opportunity for the Pilot Club to meet flight sim enthusiasts, to network with other developers and communities, and to promote the hobby of flight simulation.
The atmosphere is absolutely electric. Love it. If you're a beginner, if you're an expert, if you're trying to meet new people, if you want to get your hands on some pretty awesome hardware, this is the place to be. I could not recommend this enough to everyone else. This is just an awesome opportunity to hang out.
It gets together our entire hobby, everyone interested, everything from fixed wing, helicopter, virtual reality, everything in between, brings us all to one place to collaborate on ideas and bring us all together.
It is a great opportunity if you are a serious flight simmer to meet the developers, to meet the flight sim communities, to see the new products that are coming out, to actually test them, to connect and enhance and continue this great hobby of flight simulation.
Every year we're getting bigger and bigger. There are more and more vendors here, more sim experiences to be a part of.
Okay, testing, 1, 2, 3. There's your audio check, Maple. Is that a bit of an echo on that video? Okay, I think I know what it is. Thank you guys for reporting that back. That was the first time I did it. I didn't even get a chance to test it. 5x5. Thank you, Marion Harris. What's up, Marion? 69x69. CP 4x5. Bats 100. All right, friends. Hey, good to see you. How was that? The trailer is kind of cool. Did anybody see my leg? It's actually, you saw a leg, but anyway, I will check that out. I think I know what the deal is. I didn't get a chance to test it, but thank you for that feedback, friends. And welcome to the Saturday Night Live stream. Was that obnoxious enough? You got to push the audibles here. You may have noticed we are flying from Key West, and I am using a, well, what should I say, an unverified, not compatible 2024 scenery here. This is FS Dream Team, I think it is, for Key West, but I'm still using it anyway. And I did notice a little bit of a stutter. You'll notice like right there's a little bit of a stutter. That's kind of an ongoing thing here. And I'm guessing it's probably because this scenery is not optimized for 2024. But nonetheless, if we zoom on in here, I see Wingman 21, Tashi Draco. What's up, Tashi? TJ Turner there. And, of course, Bats up here. Good to see you, friends. Benjamin Hendrickson, what's up? Good to see you, Benjamin. But you notice I am using, this is the 2020 scenery. So this is not officially 2024. That was the word I was looking for, official scenery and compatibility. But you can notice this is the scenery I just dropped in my community folder from 2020, and you can notice there's a little bit of a stutter there where normally I don't have that stutter, and so I'm guessing it's because of the scenery. It could be something else, but I am running for the first time I am running landing rate monitor here, so it could be something with that too. But anyway, friends, it's so good to see you. Welcome to the live stream. It's good to see you, Benjamin Henderson, TJ Turner, and Matey says, have a good night, guys. Have fun. Matey, you leaving already? Well, I'm sure you dropped in and dropped a like. I appreciate you joining us, Matey. Good to see you. CP6565. Hello, Maple. And Janice is in here. Welcome, Jan. Oh, and thank you for that membership, Janice. Appreciate it. And dropping in the blue skies and STDs. That's awesome, Janice. Did you change your name? Because I'm not recognizing the name, yet you're a member. How cool is that, friends? Everybody give Janice a welcome here. Welcome to the live stream, Janice. It's good to see you. Matt Hawkins! Look at him, says, cool, cool, cool. Echo, echo, echo. I'll have to check that out. Matt Hawkins, so good to see you. Dropping in the emojis as well. So thank you for being a member as well as you, Captain Red Sky, in the house. Appreciate your membership and continued support, my friend, as all of you. And that guy, how's it going, that guy? And we've also got, let's see, I think I saw Chippa Sneeze. Did I not see Chippa Sneeze? I saw Chippa Sneeze earlier. Chippa Sneeze, how's it going, my buddy? My pal, my amigo. Good to see you, Chippa. Good to see you, Chippa. We also have, let's see, Emmett the Nemesis is in the house, friends. Let's welcome Emmett the Nemesis in here, and Gilbert Silverstein. I think, Gilbert, you're new here, right? Or maybe you've been here before, and I just, so many names to remember. But Gilbert, thank you for joining us. And everybody, and there's Chipper Sneeze way up there. Richard Clark is in the house, friends. Richard Clark, how's it going? And Captain Red Sky again. Thank you for your continued support. Friends, it is so good to see you. I hope you are all doing well. And there all of you are in chat. I already called you all out that are in the stream. And I am Symphonetic. And look, I'm even wearing my FS Expo 2023. 2023 shirt, you know, because we've been there for 2 years in a row. And we'll be going a third year in a row. Of course, that's going to be in Rhode Island. This shirt is huge. I've lost weight since. Shirt's an extra large. I asked Mrs. Simponek, I'm like, do I look like I'm swimming? What do you all think? Do I look like I'm swimming in this thing? Of course, it's all black. You probably can't see it, but this is when I was large. I was a little heavier back in the day, back in 2023, but lost a few poundages since then. But anyway, representing FS Expo, and I know you're going to be there, Practice. Practice, what's up? Everybody give a shout out to Practice. Anyone use Track IR in 24? I can't get it to be. Yeah, I got it right here. I got it right here. Here you go. Watch. I've got it working. Practice. And let's just check it. Yeah, see? It's working just fine. Just fine. Practice, welcome to the live streams. Good to see you, my friend. Thank you for joining us tonight. And I already called all of you out. Let's talk about the flight tonight. So what's going on with the flight tonight? So tonight, we are back in. Oh, by the way, I forgot to mention this. One thing I wanted to say. Besides Happy Wednesday, Happy Hump Day. FlightSimExpo 2024 is June 27th through the 30th. I and many of you will be there. I know Practice is going to be there. I think Bats, you're going to be there. Correct me if I'm wrong. DeltGam88 is going to be there. Silver Mother Killer is going to be there as well. And I know a lot of the rest of it, a lot of others in here are going to be there. And I do look forward to seeing you. It's a great opportunity to see your favorite influencers, the vendors. You get to check out the hardware and the software. I know that our friend Two-Tone Murphy, we've also, I know XP72 is going to be there along with others. Friends, it's going to be a great opportunity to just get to meet one another, too. It's like all of you get to meet each other. That's the cool thing about it. And I get to, chime in once in a while. And Maple's going to be there, too. Can't forget about you, Maple. Maple, how'd you like that short I did of you from the stream? That was hysterical. It couldn't have happened to a better guy. By the way, what I am referring to is Maple spent, this part isn't funny, but yet it is. You spent 3 hours getting ready to fly, and we did a commercial flight, and Maple's taken off, and I happen to be, tracking him, like a lot of you I track, and I'm following Maple with the camera, and he hits an invisible speed bump, crashes his plane, and he's just SOL, right? And he did one of these. And if you haven't checked out that short yet, you got to check it out. It is absolutely hysterical, friends. Yes, it is funny. And it couldn't have happened, like I said, to a better guy. Maple, you are not bringing a pie, and you're not throwing it in my face. Okay? Let's just get that straight. I'll be at FS Expo, and you're going to be at FS Expo. Who else is going to be at FS Expo? Emmett, are you going to be there? What are the settings for flight conditions to see everyone on 24? Somebody help them out there. You got to be on the USA West server. Oh, an important thing, by the way, Captain Red Sky, or Emmett the Nemesis, you need to make sure that you have all players selected. If you have live time and live weather, it's only going to show because we're not flying live time. It'll only show players that are live, and it'll delete all of us from your screen. So make sure you click all players. This is before you enter into the sim. I mean, by sim, I mean enter into the world, like you do it in the world map. Does that make sense? Okay. So anyway, friends, that is the plan for FlightSimExpo. I did talk to Evan. He's the one that organizes this. He's a co-founder of it and started it. They did open up some extra rooms. I was lazy. I was not on the ball. I waited. And then by the time I went to it's at the Omni Hotel, it's connected to the convention center. I took too long to get my room booked. Yeah, I know. Go figure. And they're out of rooms. But I mentioned it to him, and then all of a sudden, more rooms appeared. So my procrastination helped all of you that haven't booked as long as there's still rooms left. But anyway, do check that out. See at the Omni. There's another hotel that is just like a 0.1 miles, so like 4-minute walk away. So there should be rooms there as well. But do book your rooms and book them soon, because like that video was talking about, the expo is getting bigger and bigger every year. And I got something else that's really exciting that I got for you later on in the stream to let you know about something new, something great, something magnificent, especially those of you that race, that are sim racing. And I know, Practice, you are one of those people. You might want to stick around for the news. But anyway, friends, so tonight we're back in Flight Simulator 2024. And we're with Sim Update 1. What do you all think about Sim Update 1? Everybody's liking Sim Update 1 or what? Is it more stable for everyone? Is it performing better? Maybe. Some yes, some no. But we're back in 2024. And for the first time, we are flying the Beechcraft Bonanza G36. And we're going to be doing, as you can tell, a general aviation flight here from Key West, Florida. There's the route information right up there from Key West, Florida, and we're going to hit some hidden gems along the way in the Bahamas. Actually, I was talking to Mrs. Simponek. We're thinking about doing a cruise with the kids. My daughter is graduating from high school, and then she's going off to college. So we're like, we need to do a family trip. And I don't know how many of you have done the cruise with Royal Caribbean. They have their own island. It's like Cocoa Beach or something like that. So we're thinking about doing something like that this summer. So anyway, we're going to be flying Bahamas. Maybe we'll see some cruise ships. Maybe, I don't know. But that's what we're doing, and we'll be enjoying some breathtaking views, island hopping, and some smooth skies along the way. And then, of course, throwing in a few landing challenges. And I've got Bats here. And by the way, before we get started, let's welcome our newest newest moderator to the moderators team. As you can see, Bats now has a nice nifty gear by his name. Bats, appreciate all your continued support and your willingness to help moderate the channel. I know many of you would be awesome at it, and Bats has been here. A lot of you have been here, and just appreciate Bats, all your help, and hopefully can help a little bit with the landing challenges tonight, or somebody. And Maple's dropping a WTH. Welcome, Bats, Maple. All right, Bats, it's good to have you here. And and by the way, we're going to be using the Honeycomb Alpha flight controls. So I am using those tonight, and so let me show you all those really quick. So let me get. Where's my button? Where's my button, Maple? Here we go. So here's the button. We got the. We haven't been using these that much lately, but we are using the Honeycomb Alpha flight controls, and of course we got our switches. These all work with the G36, which is nice. Those all come into play. Maple, don't worry. I am wearing my foot condoms. Here's the Bravo Quadrant, and I am using the FlightSimMods. God, I almost said another name. I've got the Piper lever and the prop and the mixture control, but we're going to use those as our add-ons. Check that out. If you drop in an exclamation FSM into chat, you can get a link and get yourself a 12% discount. I'm completely whoring myself right now for FlightSimMods, I know. So it is good stuff, though. And then we got the rudder pedals. We're back with the TPR pedals, friends. So here are the TPR. And as much as I love Wind Wing, I can't stop loving these pedals, right? You see that little board down there? It's just the one thing you got to do with the TPR pedals is mount them. As you can see, I've got bolts here. You got to mount them there, and I've got it up against my baseboard to keep it from moving. And Maple says, turn it off. Maple, I got my socks on. All right. So anyway, that's the hardware we're going to be using tonight. So let's dive into it, friends. It's time to turn on the volume. Holy shnikes, is that louder? Who's got the engines running full bore? Holy moly, it must be Tashi. Is it Tashi Draco? I missed you, Tashi. Tashi, welcome to the live stream, buddy. Let's all welcome Tashi. Even you, Maple, can do that. Longer socks. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. All right, well, I can take the route information off. I'm not going to go through all the checklists, but since we are in there goes TJ. Since we are in 2024, we can jump on out here. jeez. It's loud. But we do, this is, so Microsoft did make this compatible. You can click, I think you can click this. Maybe not? I thought you could, yeah, where's the, oh, that's over here. That's, okay, well, that didn't work too well. But let's go over here and check the front. Okay, I want to remove the chocks. I can click on the, okay, there we go. Oh, see, it's a little buggy. There we go. You just got to get the right spot. So we've got the chocks removed. We want to get this pitot tube removed. Oh my God. Maple's playing like Jesus and walking in the air. There we go. We got to remove that intake. The reason Maple's up there, by the way, is because he's on 2024 on the Xbox, and so he obviously doesn't have this add-on. So that's why he's hovering. I'm gonna go over here. I don't think I have to remove anything on this. Let's just walk up here, make sure I don't have anything to remove. Static's clean. Okay. Some of the planes will have a cover on the static port there. Hello. I think probably when we get away from this scenery, we'll probably get away from these stutters or delays or lag or whatever it is. We'll see. Because I'm running LRM, and I am running FSU IPC, which I think is fully compatible with 2024. But anyway, let me go ahead and turn off the music for now, and let's go through the checklist, shall we? Checklist isn't too big for this Bonanza G36. What do you think of this Bonanza practice? Okay, so my Track IR software games list wasn't updated, it seems, so now I can see it in the games. Oh, awesome, so you just had to update the software. Nice. So the first thing first, we're going to go down here to aircraft. We're going to go over to checklists. And we did our pre-flight, we'll say, inspection. Parking brake is set. That's right down here. And I do have a rocker switch set for that. So I can go ahead and just double check that. I like to check that just to make sure everything's nice and dandy. All electronic equipment is off, which we can see. And I'm also looking at my alpha controls. By the way, I'll go ahead and turn these on except for my rudder pedals, because then you can see me run through this here. Maybe. You might have to blow up the screen here a little bit. Ailerons, we already checked that. We'll say elevator, strobe, nav lights. Yeah, we didn't check that. Nav, fuel cap, we couldn't get that to come off. This stuff. Pitot tube, we did remove that. And tires, we'll say we checked. Okay, before starting engine, thing about this is it isn't as detailed and deep as some of them. Captain Howdy, another one of our moderators joining us. Let's welcome Captain Howdy to the live stream. Says, what's up, peeps? Bat's looking good in blue. Yes, sir. All right, and let's see, pilot and passenger, seats up in the most upright position. Everybody's got their seat up, good. Seat belts on, parking brake is set, we already checked that. Look up, oh, Maple, look at you. Get your foot out of my windshield, would you? I mean, look at that, got your foot right in my windshield. You could get injured, Maple. That's a good way to get injured, playing around like that. Jeez, what is he doing? What is he doing? Oh my God. Let me get a screenshot of that shenanigans. Tashi, haven't you taught oh no, you have been teaching him. That's the problem. You've been teaching him how to have shenanigans. Good grief. All avionics are off, which we can see. All electronic equipment is off. Circuit breakers are in. Actually, I don't think you can push on any of these. Yeah, see the circuit breakers. Now again, I've got the premium deluxe version of this. I don't think you need premium deluxe. I think this comes with the standard version. But anyway, this does come with 2024. Landing gear is down, and that is set and checked. And if you have the Bravo quadrant, like the LEDs sometimes work and sometimes don't. I haven't nailed that one down yet. Flaps up, and the flaps are up. Cowl flap full open. That's right down here. So we want to pull that down so the cowl flaps are open. What altitude? 3,000 plus, Maple. 3,000 plus. I'll probably, for this initial leg, we can probably go 5,500 feet. Let's plan on 5,500 feet. Let's see. INT lights is required. We'll go ahead and turn on, and all these switches actually work. So we're going to turn on the nav light. So we got the nav switch, and that's what I like. The rocker switches within the Alpha and the Bravo, just out of the, well, not with the Bravo, but with the Alpha, out of the box they work. Battery and altimeter switch to on, or alternator. Altimeter, I always do that. Oh, look at the... Look! The Bravo LED lights are working. I think I might have figured it out. Okay, I'll tell you what I did different this time. Look at that. Look, the lights work. So, to get the lights to work in 2024, this is what I think you have to do. So at 2020, for those of you that have the Bravo, I'm sorry about my little thing that I just did, but I was just excited to see the lights working. So what I tried is launching the AFC_bridge.exe manually after I got, like, while my Microsoft Flight Simulator was loading, and then I watched my task scheduler. I'll talk about this later. I watched the tasks that are running, and you want to look for AFC_bridge.exe. It was working, or it was running, and so now look, we got lights. We got lights, friends. We got lights. How cool is that? It calls for a celebration right there, I tell you. All right, anyway. So they're working this time anyway. Okay, so we've got the landing gear is down, battery is on, bats is on, fuel quantity check. You can't do that actually without turning your avionics on, so we're going to have to turn our avionics on. I always think that's funny. It doesn't have in the checklist to actually do this, so you can see how much freaking fuel you have. But here we've got half a tank, so that's good. So we'll say check there, and now we're ready to start the engine. Look how fast that was. If Rudin was here, he would be amazed. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and do I have the camera on? Do I have the camera on? I think I have the camera on. Yeah, so okay, we're going to go full on the mixture. So I pull that up, and then let's go full prop. So those are both done. Mixture and prop RPM are set. Throttle to full. Okay, because what we're going to do is we're going to do our fuel boost pump, and these click spots do work, so we're going to go ahead and turn this on. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then once that is, let's go ahead and put the throttle back to 1/4. And then we'll turn the fuel pump off. All right, and then beacon can come on, so we're going to go ahead and turn our beacon on. We're going to do, whoops, not landing. Beacon, there the beacon came on. If we go outside, we should be able to see the beacon. Oh. This beacon underneath, I forget on this one. No, it's right up here. Is the beacon working? Oh, it kind of is. You can see a little red light, but it doesn't really animate very well. But it is working. Okay, that's good. Beacon's on. Propeller area, let's say clear. And I don't think this... See, that's the other thing. This doesn't open, which is kind of lame. Propeller's clear. Propeller area is clear, rather. Magneto switch to on, and so we're going to go ahead and get them started. Here we go. Ready? And start engine. Engine started, back to Magneto's on, and light is green, trap is clean. Throttle to 1,000, oil pressure, it should be in the green. If we look down here, oil pressure's in the green, that's good. Master switches to on, we already got this. See, that should already be on, by the way. Actually, typically they don't want those on. Typically what you would want is all your GPS and avionics, all that stuff off when you start these aircraft. The reason for that is a lot of times there will be a surge of power when you start the engines, and so that's why it says to turn them on afterwards. Engine indicator system's good. Fuel boost is off already. Okay. I think we're... Oops. Oh, son of... It doesn't matter. Don't hit the reset button when you're done. Like I just did. Son of a motherless goat. So I'm just going to click these because otherwise I don't feel right. Okay, now that's there. After starting engine, avionics master switch is on. Landing light doesn't need to come on. Taxi light will come on, and we don't need strobe yet. So lights are on. Fuel boost pump is off. Parking brake released. Are we ready? Where are we taking off from? Or where are we taking off? What runway? I think it's 9 maybe, but let's check something here. Anybody know the weather? I'm so used to Parallel 42, Flow Pro, that once we jump into this, and then I'm like, oh shoot, when I hit I hit tab, I don't have it. Dag nabbit. But that's okay, because we have something called METAR. Anybody know METAR-TAF.com? If you haven't seen this yet, oh friends. Here, I'm gonna put it in chat, because if you haven't been using this, you definitely want to check this out. Because you can get almost any airport in the world and the weather for it. So check that out. I just linked it in chat. Key West, you all probably told me. Runway 27, okay, thank you, sir. Hey, we got a Snow 227 in the house. Thank you, Bats. All right. Let's see here. Are you sure 27 Bats? I've got 0203 knots. At least that's what it's saying on METAR-TAF. All right, let's Okay, I'm gonna set my heading bug. Have you flown the Columbia 400 in MSFS 2024? Cliff, how's it going? Or CFF 121, excuse me, I called you Cliff. Can somebody, it's 2.7? All right, well, it's only, even if it isn't, I would say let's go 9, because then we can just be on track. It's only 3-knot wind anyway. I'm getting, let me, and then what's the altimeter? Anybody got the altimeter, Bats? You got the altimeter? Altimeter, hey, about a 3003 is what I've got right here. 3003. Barometer, here we go. There we go. Hey, Mustang, how's it going, my friend? Let's plan on runway 090, niner. Yo, you got a niner in there? By the way, I got to go see TJ Turner. Hold on. Can I use my Xbox? Oh, look at this. I'm going to use my Xbox controller. That's much easier. There's got to be a... Hey, what's up, TJ? What's up, my friend? Look at TJ. Look at him with his nifty shirt. Actually, he's probably already flying. There's Tashi. There's Maple. Maple, would you get off my plane? And quit playing like you have superpowers, like you're, you know, Batman or something. Oh, you're in your plane? That's what's, it's so weird because I'm sure that TJ Turner's in his as well. There's something like, there must be some bug. All right. Let's go ahead and taxi. I'm going to go ahead and turn on, I don't care, Maple. I'm turning on my rudder. Ah! Oh, God. Sorry, TJ. Hey, we got Dirk the Dirk Diggler's in here, friends. Dirk the Dirk Diggler. What's up, Dirk? Dirk says, you may have said already, but do you have custom scenery for... Yes. So I think that's why we're having this little bit of stutter. I do have the custom scenery, but it is not officially 2024 proof or compatible. At least not officially compatible. But as you can see, it runs, but I am getting this, intermittent stutter, which is kind of annoying. So I wouldn't recommend doing this. I just thought I'd try it out tonight and see. But this is the only custom scenery I've got right now. So we'll have to see if it clears up once we get away from the airport. Because I haven't been experiencing this stutter, but I am running incompatible scenery, right? Oof, that's not cheap. What's not cheap, CFF? Let me get over here with Tashi and Dirk the Dirt Diggler. And I might actually, you know what would be a real sad event here, Maple, if because I'm running non-official, 2024 compatible scenery. Look at my aircraft kind of bounce around as I taxi on this taxiway. I'll probably end up doing what happened to Maple. I'll hit like some invisible glitch on this runway when I take off because look at this. Boy, they need to do some work on this. Look at all the all the weeds and stuff. Yeah, Maple, it's probably going to happen to me. Yeah, we're getting this stutter that's annoying as heck, so it's got to be this scenery. Not optimized for Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024 would be, I'd reckon. We'll see if it clears up. And 911RG, what's up, buddy? When did you sneak in here? Again, we got Track IR, and we're going to look over to our left. Got to use a little bit of brakes here, too. Practice, how's it going? I got this hard over left, as you can see. All right. There we be. All right, I'm going to turn on my parking brake here, and I think we're ready to go, friends. All right, we got N911. I think that's probably, well, N911 is still making his way over here along with TJ Turner. Looks like Proctus is as well. Bats coming over here in his Boeing C-17. By the way, earlier, Bats, God, listen to it. Look, he looks like a frickin', it's a bird, it's a plane. Oh, it's a C-17 until it gets farther away. And then it looks like a banana. Well, I might have to check my settings here. What's that thing where it's like up close and personal? All right, Proctus is getting into view here, and we're going to be ready for takeoff. And cute ride of the Valkyries. There you go. All right. See, that's why some people are elevated. But the cool thing is, like, is that you, Wingman? Who's in front of me? Because they're at the same level. Are you? Who's that? Somebody's right next to me. Is that Dirk? At the same level? Huh. All right. Anybody still making their way over, or are we ready to take off, friends? What do you think? By the way, got 32 of you in here. Thank you, friends, for joining us. Let's do this. Let's get going. All right. Proctus is taking off. Tashi, Maple. Let's do this. Wingman's ready, too. All right, here we go. I'm just pumped that the my Bravo LED lights are working. I'm going to talk about that here in a minute, what I did to make them work in 2024. I may have to make a video out of that. I'll pull that throttle out a little bit. That's kind of... don't want it red. And rotate. All right, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Landing gear up. And the landing gear is up. Let's go ahead and trim this bird out a little bit. Pull that RPM out. There we go. And we are on our way, ladies and gentlemen. Just a slight correction to the left. We're right behind Maple in the C400. Looking mighty fine there, Maple. And you made it off the runway, Maple. How about that? Everybody give him a hand. Maple can fly. Oh, he can take off. We got that figured out now, Maple. You can take off from a runway. That is fantastic. Friends, if you're wondering why I'm giving him such a hard time, many of you that have been here for a while, you absolutely know why I do that, because he gives me a hard time. So, sky's the limit, so to speak, right? And we are rocking and rolling, friends. We're going to make our way out to the Bahamas. We are taking off right now from Key West. That was the, I think it's FS Dream Team. I see you back there, friends. We got Wingman, and we got N911, TJ Turner, Tashi Draco, Dirk, the Dirk Diggler, Real Pyro. When did you jump in here, my friend, my buddy, my pal? And then we also have Proctus up there and Maple Leaf over there. Oh, I'm digging those GA plane emojis there, CFF 121. Very nice, my friend. Very nice. Well, friends, we are halfway through the week. Hey, how about those Cyclones? Too bad Harry's not here, unless Harry's lurking. Cyclones beat Cincinnati today by 20 points. We'll see how they do tomorrow. They've got to play BYU, so that's going to be a tougher game, I think, for them. But you know what they called Kansas City's where the Big 12 tournament's being held at? And they call it Hilton South. Hilton Coliseum is actually the arena that the Cyclones play in. That's my team. I actually work for Iowa State, so true and dear to my heart are the Cyclones. Look at that. Speaking of true and dear, look at that. Beautiful, Tashi. So anyway, they did pull it off today, so that was good to see. What did I say, 4,500 feet? No, I said 5,500 feet, didn't I? Let's go 5,500 feet. I'll go ahead and correct that to 5,500. Might lean this out a bit. Let's lean this out just a touch, just a smooch. That's the mixture. All right. We got a little bit of cloud layer off to our right, friends, but not bad. There's Tashi Draco. When are we gonna do we gotta do a Warbirds flight again, Tashi? What do y'all think? Yeah, I don't even need to hear you say it there, Proctus. I know you're already thinking it, buddy. I already know it. Don't even have to say it. I can read your mind. passing 3,480 feet for 5,500. And I'm going to shallow out my rate of ascent, so I'm just going to go ahead and get this down. I'm going to go about 800 feet. And again, we're doing the Bonanza G36. Look, Mom, no hands. The beauty of autopilot. How many of you are right now running late landing rate monitor and are flying on our virtual airline? What I love is like we're actually flying. We can log our hours for our virtual airline, even though we're flying GA tonight. I'm going to go to the radar here and see who's all flying with me. And there's a few of you. I got to zoom way in here, but oh yes. I'm seeing Proctus up ahead. He's got LRM running. Let's see. I've got Wingman running it. We've got. I got to scroll it even because we're like on top of each other. Bats, of course, is running it. Got to figure that. TJ Turner. And so the good thing about this is we get to log those hours and try our best to catch up with Two-Toe Murphy, but we all know that's not happening. All right, we're 1,000 feet away from our cruise altitude of 5,500 feet. Let's kind of tweak that mixture control there. Oh, I can smell my wife's cooking. She's making these things. They're called, oh shoot, what are they called? They're like sliders. They are absolutely evil, but delicious. They're like, okay, so she takes ham, like deli ham, and she folds it. She butters. She takes those little mini Hawaiian. How many of you had the Hawaiian rolls, that bread Hawaiian roll? It's just like really sweet and very, very moist bread. So they're buns. They're just like the little slider buns. You guys know what I'm talking about. And she does butter on both sides. I'm trying to remember everything she does. And then she has a slice of cheese, and I want to say it's either Swiss or I think it's Swiss cheese, but she doesn't like Swiss. I don't know if she does something different than Swiss. Maybe it's mozzarella. And she does there's like a garlic and whatever, and then she actually makes like like this sauce that she drizzles. It's a butter sauce, and she drizzles it over top, and she actually puts the buns, all these sandwiches, in like a I don't know if it's like a 6x9 glass pan or 7x9 glass pan, and then bakes them, cooks them in the oven, and they're completely fatty, very greasy, absolutely bad for you, but absolutely delicious, and I can smell them right now. Better than Dino Nuggets, Captain Howdy. Better than Dino Nuggets, even, if you can believe it. CFF 121 says, okay, I'm eating at your house tonight. Dude, I wish I was eating right now. I actually told her, I'm going, well, don't make those tonight. I'm streaming. Because they're not as good as leftovers, trust me, because the bread gets, like, too soggy and stuff. It's like there's a sweet spot, literally a sweet spot for eating these things. I might have to run and grab a picture of it and drop it in our Discord channel for What You Cooking, so I can show you all what I'm talking about. They are so freaking fantastic. And I can smell it. She's torturing me. You believe it? Maple, what did you say Xbox bruh to? It was from a while ago, I'm sure. I was once a poor college kid. You learn never to pass a free meal. I know. Well, that's it. CFF 121. So, like I was saying, we live in a college town. My wife and I work for the university. And when we go to church, there is a Feed a Student Day. And you're absolutely right. There is, all the kids are always about food. Like, we have a lot of student employees, too, where I work. And, like, you tell them, it doesn't matter what kind of food you bring. They will come. You could say donuts. Oh, my God. If you say pizza, it's like a freaking herd of elephants. Like, they're there for the pizza. It is a good cause, right? It is a good cause. And I love our student employees. I really love our students. They're great. They're all great. That's one of the perks about working at the university and having student employees. They're a lot of fun. They keep you young. Just trying to see if that stutter's gone away yet or not, because I'm trying to figure out if it's LRM or if it happens to be that scenery, because we should be away from it enough now that I shouldn't be seeing that stutter. We seeing any of that? Because like when we flew last Wednesday, the whole time it was smooth as silk. 20 likes and 30 watches. That's awesome. Thank you, friends. Appreciate you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. If we have a stutter after we land at where are we landing? The first landing challenge, by the way, I should tell you all this. First landing challenge, and I'll put the route information up above again. First landing challenge tonight will be 07FA. That is Ocean Reef Club. If it's still stuttering a little bit or lagging occasionally, what I'll do is I will kill LRM. Because I got a sneaky suspicion if it's... Because I wasn't running LRM last time, so the only thing I changed this stream from last one, 2 things. I'm running landing rate monitor, and I did the incompatible software. Now, it's true that incompatible software could have thrown something in my memory, right? In my computer's memory that's still causing it. It's residual and would require a reboot or a cold boot. Let's see. CP65 says, don't forget to stop at customs once you get there. Exactly. There you go. That's a good point, CP65. We want to abide by the rules. Must abide by the rules. 32 in here right now. Thank you, friends, for... Oh, my God. Bats is trying to freaking take us out. Batcher, I don't have the C-17 in here. I thought I had the C-17. You look like a C-17, but it was odd. I'm going to have to check my multiplayer settings. Are we going out to Fire Festival? Oh, yeah. Yeah, where is that at? I thought that was the one that was in the desert. I'm thinking of something else then, CFF. Fire Festival. What's the Fire Festival? When you first said that, I thought, no, wait, that's not here. That's... what I'm thinking of is like in the middle of the desert. See how fast a Mac can happen. All right, well, we're at 5,500 feet. We are at a cruise altitude, and it is blue skies, friends. Blue skies. Dropping in some blue skies emojis right now for you all. Let me, I'm too lazy to go over to my other computer to do it. And where the hell was I? Yeah, if we had Phoenix here right now, I could do his song. Here's your blue skies, friends. Appreciate y'all being here tonight. Happy Wednesday. Burning Man, that's it, Dirk the Dirk Diggler. That's it, Burning Man. And is that in Nevada? Is that where that is? Isn't that in like the middle of Nevada or something like that? Dirk. Dirk, you're never going to lose that name now. Dirk the Dirk Diggler. Zach Cool, Cordial Cloud is in the house. Zach Cool, keeping it cool. Zach, you're not flying, are you? We might actually have a chance at the landing challenge. Actually, by the way, glad you're here, Zach, because last Wednesday, I tied one of the... Look, there's bats in the C-17. I actually tied one of the landing challenges, believe it or not. Yeah. Maple crashed, by the way, Zach. Crashed on the easiest part of the flight, on takeoff. He crashed. Maple just said he can't win. Did he just crash? Oh, no. I hope he didn't just crash, because if he just crashed, I'm going to feel actually bad for once. What did he say he can't win from? What can't you win, Maple? Oh, you can't win. I gotcha. Oh, good stuff. Maple crashed on takeoff. Zach, have you ever crashed on takeoff? And he had plenty of runway. Plenty of runway. Go check out the short. Actually, in fact, I'm going to post it right here just to give him a hard time. Maple, you deserve this. As much crap as you've given me and Shane, Oz Flight Simmer, over the months, heck, years for that matter now, maybe, you totally deserve this. So I don't feel bad at all. Normally, anyone else, I'd feel bad doing this, right? But for you, I don't. I'm sorry. We get posted here. Here's the. Check this out. Maple taking off last Saturday night. that bottom one. Man, Streamlabs is really spamming us. I'm going to have to change that setting again, I think. Look at the ocean. Beautiful. How many of you are enjoying 2024 now since Sim Update 1? What's your overall experience now for those of you that have 2024? I know there's been a few of you, like we had, I do believe Silver Killer picked up 2024 finally after Sim Update 1 came out. Andrew, who's actually that son of a gun, he's down in Kansas City right now at the tournament. He picked up 2024, and he actually watched my video about the multi-core and multi-thread improvements with Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024, and he decided to give it a try on his current build. He was thinking of, purchasing a whole new rig, and he sent me a video of it, and I said, well, try it before you buy something new, and he did, and it actually performed pretty well. Although he wasn't at he wasn't like flying to New York or a high density area or anything. So I told him, fly over a high density area like New York, and then send the video of it. So we'll see. Great eye candy for Microsoft Flight Simulator. I agree. Yeah, I mean, that's why we do our GA flights in this one, CP and CFF, because let's just face it, with Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024, if you fly GA, it's the only way to fly. I mean, even just the foliage, we'll see. We'll check this out when we land at, what's our first one? I forget already. Ocean Reef Club. When we land there, it's Key Largo, I think. When we land at this first landing spot, you're going to see palm trees and stuff. That's pretty freaking cool. Maple's crash takeoff. Exactly, Practice. I mean, can you believe it? We are never going to let it down now. Going to be the first thing everyone sees as the Expo 2. I'm sending it to FS Expo, people. It'll be on the loop all weekend at the Expo. Maple's crashing takeoff. That is awesome. No Key Largo. Mar-Lago. Oh, it's the best for GA. It is, Zach. Oh, guys, Maple so deserves this. You all know this. He brought it upon himself. It's not me doing it to Maple. It's Maple. Let's just face it, it's Maple doing it to Maple, right? Can I get a hell yeah on that one? Can I get a hell yeah? Oh, I can't even tell you guys how much I laughed at that. That's why I decided I am going to do a short on it. I think it actually got like 600 views already. Let me check. How many views is it at? Anybody want to post? I don't even know. Last time I checked, it was like just shy. And Matt Hawkins says, hell yeah. Last time I checked, it was just under 600. Maple, thank you for the entertainment. That was great. Oh, I love it. I love it. 580 views. It literally took me like 10, 15 minutes to do. Although I was being too particular about like getting the text and then the stuff to pop up and I was talking and that. I didn't need to spend that much time on it even. I probably could have done it in like 5 minutes. Did he leave? Did we upset him? He probably is sulking right now. Maple, we're just joking around. You don't have to, take it too literally. No. He likes it. He gets attention. You know he likes it. He likes the attention. Look at M911 Wingman 21 down there. St. Jupiter back in the house. What's up? What is up? And Bat's up there. I'm glad your C-17 is actually coming through for me. That's nice. Gravy, that's loud. Gosh. Let's see. Practice says, yup, Maple is crying in voice now. We are all bullying him too much, guys. Let's be nicer. Oh, poor Maple. What? Oh, whatever, Practice. As much as grief as he's given me. Oh, I suppose we can be. Is he in voice right now? Is he really? Let me check Discord. Maple, are you in voice? Let's see if he is. Oh, he is in voice. I might jump in over there and just give him a hard time, just for a minute, maybe later. Depends if he's still here or not, and if I feel like it. That's too funny. Maple, you know we're joking with you. That was hilarious. No, you actually had... It's one of those things we've all run into, Maple, and that's why it's so damn funny. Because half the things that are funny, it's because we can relate, right? How many of us have ran into some glitch like that and your plane crashes or something odd happens, right? That's why it's funny, Maple. The fact that you were like all ready to go like 3 hours before the flight, and then you get all set up and go. It was a bit sad, but yet funny. I'm not gonna lie. Tony Beto's in the house. Tony, what's up, brother? What's up, Tony? Join, I dare you. Maybe later, Maple, if you're lucky. Zach Cole says I have. Yeah, I think we all have, right? Thanks for joining the stream here, Tony. Good to see you, buddy. Welcome, all of you. Let's see, we got 32 in here. What are we at likes here? I'm just going to rely on Captain Red Sky to tell us what our likes are at. Captain Red Sky is always good about that. Oh, we got Wingman 21 over. Wingman, you're kind of, I think we got past the stutter. Don't want to talk too soon, but I think we're good now. I think it might have been. So, as you all could see, one of the things I wanted to point out is if you ever wonder, many of you have, like me, a billion, really, truthfully, a billion scenery add-ons, aircraft add-ons. You can go to Marketplace. I've showed you all this before, I think. You can go to your Marketplace, which, by the way, the Marketplace now works. There's nothing available for third-party stuff, at least not yet. I think Microsoft released a statement. I think Delt or, I don't know, somebody posted in our Discord channel that, Potato, like, is that what's available right now in practice in the Sim Marketplace? But anyway, they finally got that released this week, and you can get World Update, what is it? What is World Update 23 or something? No, it's not. That's not right. Whatever it is, there's a World Update that you can get. And the nice thing is, instead of having to, download 8, 10, 12 plus gigs to get a World Update, now it's because it's streamed. So at least for those of you that have a high-speed internet connection, and by high speed, I'd probably say if you're at like 10 or 100 meg, probably 100 meg or higher would be high speed. 10's probably not anymore considered that. You can stream it. And then you don't have to like download everything before you use it, right? So that's kind of nice. It's one of the perks. Practice is waiting for SU2. You're waiting for SU2 before you get into 2024? Oh, come on, Practice. Come on, ye have so little faith, man. That's disturbing. So disappointing, Practice, I tell you. All right, how far away? We're about 15. We're at 16 minutes away from our 07FA. We got to figure out what runway are we going to be landing here. So we got to do a little preparation. I'll catch up with you in chat, friends. 07FA. Again, that's Ocean Reef Club. That is our first landing challenge for the evening. It's runway 0523. We got plenty of space. Well, maybe not for Pats in the C-17, but we have plenty of space for our aircraft if you're flying GA and not being like a show off like Bats. We got 4,446 feet of asphalt to land on. So it's going to be a full stop. The elevation is 6 feet, so basically just consider it sea level. So we got to get down to 1,000 feet. Let's go ahead, and I'm just going to go ahead and set that right now on my, we get this, Bravo here. So we're going to go 1,000 feet, set our altitude for that. And depending on what runway we land on, we might do 500, but I got to figure that out now. Anybody got a runway? Hey, bada. So wing, Kennedy. Who's got the runway? Am I supposed to pick this up? Let me see. Where's my TAF thing? What the hell? Where'd it go? Here we go. METAR. There we go. Okay, so we got... I'm going to put the information up top here for our route. Route information. So 07FA, as you can see right up there. 07FA. So I'm going to plug this in. 07FA is Ocean Reef Club. I don't know what that voice was. And it's actually clear. We have variable winds. So I would say, friends, let's land on runway 05. How about that? 05. Let's land at 05. That way it's on our way. It's like almost straight ahead. So we're going to hit our heading bug. We're going to put our heading bug on 5. Our heading bug. Good God, what's wrong with me? And then we're going to start our descent here. Let's start our descent. We're going to go 500 feet per minute. Let's try to average 500 feet per minute. We got to lose 5,000 feet because we're going to enter at almost on final right in. So we got 10 minutes. So at 10 minutes, in about 2 minutes, we're going to start our descent. Actually, we're going to start our descent in about a minute. I'm going to put my Garmin on, and we'll descend at 500 feet per minute. How's that sound, friends? An editing bug. Exactly, practice. Such a heel. I know. Hey, how's the voice? Is the audio or the levels fine? So I did. Boy, I'm really with the English language tonight. I adjusted my audio levels. So let me know if it sounds all right, if it's too loud, if it's too soft. Audio is good, 5x5. Look at that, Bats. Maple Leaf is 5x10. We're going to ignore Maple because he's just mad at me because I'm picking on him. Silver Mother Killer is in the house, friends. Give it up to Silver Killer. Silver, what's up, brother? Are you gonna fly with us? Are you gonna pick up? Or are you actually working tonight, Silver? Good to see you, buddy. I actually added on to that, as you could tell, Silver. I had to throw a few more mother effins in there for you because I was excited to see you. Oh, God. Thank God I bleeped myself out, Silver. She's not watching this, is she? Did she just see me do the Silver Mother something killer? I heard that. Oh, good to see you, Silver. Hey, if you're with your mom, tell her I said hello. Tell her Symphonic says hello. And tell her she did a great job raising such a wonderful guy. You tell her that. And I don't mean just from me, but from my wife and probably every single other individual that knows you, man. You are one in a million, brother. You are hospitable. You're the most caring, giving, one of the most caring, giving guys I have met. And I love you, man. Brotherly love. And I'm not even through 2 orange whips yet. I'm already saying I love you, man. Hey, we got Richard Clark here. Richard, thank you for that 22 months membership. Richard, you're a gem, buddy. Thank you for continued support. Says good times for almost a 50th of a century. Dude, you're awesome. Thank you, Richard Clark.
Good times for almost a 50th of a century.
Absolutely. Hey, thank you again. Hey, everybody give Richard Clark some blue skies and some orange whips in chat. Richard, thank you so much, man. You're all so wonderful. You know what? You all keep me going. You know, it's a lot of work to set up for these, but I love them. I love seeing all of you. I love chatting with all of you. I love flying with all of you. You're my friends, my family. I say Sim Fan family for a reason, right? I don't just say that lightly. I do mean it. You are family. A lot of us have gone through some hard times and we share, and we get each other through them. And so blue skies, Richard Clark, some orange whips. Hell, I'll even throw in a couple STDs for you, man. I don't do that often, but there you go, Richard. Thank you so much, man, for your support. That's great. Even at a commercial pilot level, too. Even for the fact I don't do enough members-only stuff here, and yet you still are here, and many of you as members, and I do appreciate it. I do. And believe me, I know, right? I don't do near enough members-only stuff. Not even by a damn sight, Richard, the rest of you, but you know what? There's always time. All right, we're going to start our descent here at 500 feet per minute. Let's go ahead and get this thing ready, and I'm a little behind the 8-ball, so I'm going to go 800 feet, and we're going to see where we end up, because I meant to start descending at 11 minutes out, but we'll make it happen. Captain Red Sky says, you are like a brother to me. Aw, Captain Red Sky. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. That means a lot to me, honestly. We got a lot of brothers here. Brothers and sisters. We got a few sisters even. X403. And many others. Even Bunny when she behaves herself. And we had Janice in here earlier. Let's see, Janice was in here earlier, and yeah, we've got our sisters too. Not a lot of sisters. We need more sisters, don't we? In our hobby, we do. Hey, Captain Red Sky says hug. Oh man, fist bump. Boom, booyah. Thank you, Captain Red Sky. Appreciate it, brother. And Silva says, yes, we do. And we got Mrs. Symphonic, we got Mrs. Silva Killer. Mrs. TPHI 17 hasn't been around for a while. Can't figure what the heck is up with that, but she's great. So is Mr. TPHI 17. I gotta message them, Silver Killer, because I just haven't seen quite enough posts in What You Cookin'. But I did see your post, my friend. Make your way to Shane's stream for once. Yeah. I know. I need to make it over there, Maple. You're right. Remember Joe Dirt? I do. You're my sister. You're my sister. Yeah, I do, Richard. She flies with Murph all the time. I did notice that, CP. I did notice that. And she says hi when I'm over there, but just never joins us anymore. Must be my, got the bug eyes or something. Hey, Gene, I'm just kidding about the bug eyes thing. I'll be in my office. Who's got that movie reference? I've done it before. Richard's going to get it. Who's going to be the first in chat to get that movie reference? Somebody's going to get it. I don't think I've stumped any of you yet. Yep, Ghostbusters. That was too easy, wasn't it? That was way too easy. Richard, it's awesome. I love that you all get my movie quotes. It's just like that. Richard never misses a beat on that. Richard, actually, I think you get most of the movie references. I don't think... You're usually the one where if I think I'm going to stump everybody, if you're in here, it's like, Richard's going to get it. It could be the most obscure quote that's not a commonly said quote, and you'll still be like, oh, yeah, it's this movie. How the hell? I don't know if you're Googling it. I figure you're not Googling it. I think you really know. Look at this. Buckle Bunny is still ahead with the top hours. How could you let this happen, Maple Leaf? But you are in second, and you are catching her. Look at that. You're at 139.33, and she's only at 155. You're going to overtake her here soon, man. Just a few more streams. Actually, let's see. If we do the math, 15. Average streams are about 3 hours apiece. That would be 5, give or take. You're not always here the whole time. I would guess it in probably like 6 or 7 streams, Maple. So divide that by 2 because we usually do 2 streams a week. I bet in the next month you're gonna overtake her as the top hours, my friend. And then I'll have to eat all my words. You are always here. And I appreciate that, Maple. Even though I give you a hard time. But you know what? You actually have asked for it, though. And you know it. But I do love you, too. All right, let's see here. I'm going to zoom in a little bit. I'm going to fly in this. So 075FA, I almost said 5. Is Real Pyro going to help us with the landing challenge? Or do I need to get down? Maple's ahead. You know why Maple's ahead of us? We all know why Maple's ahead of me. Who wants to... Hey, Proctus, you want to take a guess why Maple's ahead of me? Anybody new coming in here is going to think I'm the biggest complete asshole because I'm giving Maple such a hard time, and they don't even realize like how much over the last year and a half he's been giving me a hard time. Hey, we have Kyle here. Oh, Kyle Summers is here. Got 4 moderators in here tonight, friends. Kyle Summers dropping in, says hi from Texas. You all have a fun flight. Kyle, thanks for dropping in. Hopefully you did a like. Otherwise, Captain Red Sky's going to come after you. Wet Willie Gaming in the house, friends. Welcome, Wet Willie. Says, I was using the new NVIDIA driver. Had to roll back to an earlier version. It was making my GPU have very high usage and generating massive heat on my 4070 Ti Super. Ooh, that's good to know, Wet Willie. I think I have the latest. I'm trying to remember if I have the latest one. That's good to know because I also... Wet Willie, have a 4070 Ti Super. In fact, if anyone... I need to narrow it down, but if anybody wants to drop in exclamation PC specs, you'll see what I have. And look we were just talking about Mrs. TPHI 17, and she is here. Somebody must have messaged Mrs. TPHI 17. Who messaged her to come in and say hello? Mrs. TPHI 17, I bid you adieu. Thank you for being here, and appreciate you dropping in. Says, just popping in to say hi before heading to bed. We appreciate it. Tell your husband he needs to post, or you need to post, if you would, more pictures in our What You Cooking channel on our Discord server. It's good to see you, Mrs. TPHI 17. Everybody say hello to Mrs. TPHI 17. Drop Mrs. TPHI 17 in chat. Some waves or hellos, blue skies, or I don't know, whatever emoji is... that you feel is appropriate now. I'm going to give her some wheels up. There you go. Thank you for dropping in. And where the hell was I? Let's see. We're a little bit too far down. I'm going to go ahead. We're at 1,000 feet, so that's all right. I forgot to shallow it out a little bit. Ooh, well. It's almost time to refill our eggnog there, Richard. TNT Simulator is in the house. Holy moly, TNT, it's been a while. Symphonic, make sure not to crash into the clouds. I will try not to. And unfortunately, TNT, you came when we're not going to go above flight level 180 because we all know what that means. TNT, so good to see you. Everybody say hello to TNT Simulate, along with our good friend Frank Rose is now in the house. Frank, welcome. Good to see you, Frank. Hey, TNT, I did see that you were on last night. I saw you were trucking, right, with American Truck Simulator? I almost jumped in, but I ran out of time. Yep, that's my story, and I'm I'm going to stick with it. We did some wreckers. Nice. CFF says, I doubt you could climb a Bonanza to flight like yeah, exactly. I'm pretty sure you're right there, CLL, or CFF. Oh, that's awesome. All right, Practice is down there. Practice is going to watch it for us. Let's see here. We gotta pay attention now. Symphonix got to pay attention, friends, so I can see if I can land this right. All right, we got a little bit to the right and then into the left. Just like so. Let's go ahead and go down to 500 now. 500 feet. Practice, do you have an altimeter reading by chance? I still don't know how to set the altimeter on this thing or look it up. Like with MSFS 2020, you could just hit B on your keyboard and just cheat. And that would show you. Anyway, I'm going to slow this bird down. We're going to go ahead and get ready for... Let's go ahead and get the cameras on. Foot condoms are on. AKA socks. We're clean channel. We're family friendly. All right, let's go sterile cockpit. And drop the landing gear. One notch of flaps. Second notch. This only has 2 notch of flaps, by the way. But look at all this foliage. Look at it. Still got a little bit of a stutter. Still a little bit of a stutter. So either there's something in terminate in memory, or let's get our speed up here. Track IR. Or it's the FSU IPC. It could actually be my LED lights. It could be a polling thing. Ooh, geez. There's a float. There's a float. Major float. All right. Flaps up. I'm going to pull off the runway here. Turn on the... almost. Track IR coming off. There, Marchie. When did a Marchie get in here? Marchie. All right. Now it's time to watch all of you come in. Here we go. Practice, you're not watching. St. Jupiter coming in. Again, the landing challenge is as follows. You got to land on the numbers or after the numbers. And like St. Jupiter here, just bring it on nice and smooth. As long as you don't bounce, you can qualify. Here comes Maple right. Maple did not bounce. What did he hit? N911's got it right now. N911's got it right now. N911, nice job landing. N911's got it. Wingman 21 looking for the number 5. Is he gonna hit it? Oh, he didn't hit it, but he's bleeding off that airspeed. I'd say, I don't know. He's off quite a bit to the left there, but I don't know. I think N911 still has it. What do you think? What a landing, Matt Hawkins. Look at Bats coming in with a banana. What the hell? There he is. Bats. Flying a C-17. What a ridiculous thing to do. During a GA flight, I tell you. Now he's doing a go-around. You can hear his engines blasting my eardrums out, my headphones. Here comes Cordial. What the hell are you flying, Cordial? If you're actually flying the I'm not even going to watch you. If you're... Okay, I will. Flying the Airbus A350. Seriously. Good gravy. Cupid land. I don't think they were with us. We got Tashi and TJ Turner coming in yet. Can we get a big like? Exactly. There you go. Silver Killer. See, I can even say it the PG way. Silver Killer. Silver motherfucking killer. We got 38 people in here right now, friends. Thank you all for joining tonight. So good to see you. We got Tashi Draco landing at our first landing challenge of 3 tonight, and Real Pyro in here. Can Real Pyro hit? Oh, yes. Did he bounce? Oh, Tashi hit right before it. Can I get a verdict here? Did Real Pyro just take it, or did he bounce? Somebody's got to tell me. N911, although N911, you got a conflict of interest, my friend. N911, you are in the winning. You are in the front. I don't know if we can allow you to call it. Mr. TPHI says, Mr. TPHI, how you doing, my friend? Welcome to the stream. Your Wi-Fi was just here, as you probably know, and then she's going to bed. Are you going to hang around, Mr. TPHI 17? You changed your name. Here comes TJ Turner. Oh, that looks like a nice landing, but you did like me, TJ. You kind of floated her down, but that's okay. I'd rather see you guys float it down the runway and land it nice and smooth than try to slam it on the numbers and bounce and break a landing gear, right? Hey, where did Marion Harris go? I don't see Chippa Sneeze. Where the hell is Chipper Sneeze at? Did Chipper already land? Where's Marion Harris at? Flat and fast. Flat and fast. Let me go up here. I want to get a screenshot of you, my friends. Let me grab this. Got it. 94 feet per minute. So who won that? I think it's N911. Can I get a second? Who's going to argue with me? N911? I got to get in the books. TJ had a nice landing. You floated it, but I think it's N911. It definitely wasn't you, Maple, so don't even start. Oh, we have 2 landing challenges. I'm sorry. We only have 2. I think it was N911. Maple, you did not land on the numbers. Who do you think you're kidding? Quit lying. Quit lying, Maple. Exactly, Captain Howdy. He says not... No, you did not land on the numbers. Unless you have, like, add-on scenery. And I know you don't. I heard my name. I'm making coffee. All right, somebody go back and review and see if Maple's lying. Because I did not see him landing on the numbers. I saw him land down a ways from the... I saw him land like on... If you landed on the numbers, Maple, then you bounced. Because I saw you actually land like on the 1, 2, 3, like 3 or 4 line down there. He does sound a lot like Bunny. Maybe Maple is Bunny. What do you think, Captain Howdy? All right. So we actually... I don't see anyone else that's yet to land. Maple's lying, exactly. Okay, friends. Actually, should we get up in the air? Let me tell you what our next... I don't think our next leg is that long, but let me check. Our next leg is to Cat K. That's MYCC. Let's see, how long is that? That is a 23-minute. Let's get up in the air. So because I want to see if we can't fit in the last leg. Are y'all with me on that? And then we can turn on the autopilot, get up in the air, turn on the autopilot, and then maybe we can have time to do the last leg. Maybe. Let's try it. We'll go ahead and. Ooh, I didn't get my mixture set to full. That was a naughty. No. All right, we're gonna go ahead and get over here. This is bruh. And then once we get up in the air, we'll go ahead and turn on the, for those of us that want to take a bio break or an orange whip break, or just stay on the ground and get up there with us later. And then, but we got to keep this show going. And so we get up in the air, and then we can, I'm only going to go up to 35. We'll go to 3,000 feet this time. 3,000. Anybody got a recent altimeter? What's the altimeter here? And 911, you're flying what I'm flying. I'm loving it. This aircraft, one thing I'll say is it doesn't feel quite right on the turn. Like, I've got my rudder full stop, and it seems like it's a little bit of a large radius to get this thing turned. But in any case. Oh, with the comma? Does that work? Why did they change that, TJ? Let me try that. Hey, wow, look at that. Thank you, TJ. Why would they change it from B to a comma? Thank you, that worked. Thank you, man. All right, you're getting the first officer award right now, TJ Turner, for that one, buddy. Here you go. First officer emoji. There you go. That is awesome. Thank you. That's for TJ Turner right there. Because it could, CP says. All right, let's get this bird up in the air. Let's go. Let's go. I don't even think we're going to need any kind of flaps here. Let's get this show on the road. Dirk the Dirk Diggler. And up and away we're gonna go, and there we are. Let's go ahead and see the gear come up. I gotta talk about the LED lights yet, don't I? And how I got them to work. For those of you that have Bravo, and I know there's gonna be a lot of people that are interested in how I got this to work, that have the Bravo throttle quadrant from Honeycomb, because it does not work out of the box, at least not for me. I haven't seen it work. Not that I got it out of the box, right? But it has not worked for me until tonight, and I did try a little trick, and it's working. I don't know if it's going to continue to work like it is, but it is working so far tonight, so that's cool. All right, we're going to get back on track here, so we're going to go over to this magenta line here. Zoom out a little bit, but there's MYCC. So that's a little short hop. It's not too bad, not too shabby. A little more throttle here. What's the trick? Practice asks. So what I did practice is when I launched Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024, it doesn't automatically launch the AFC_bridge.exe file, so you'll find that in your community folder, right? So what I did is I just simply launched manually that exe, but you got to time it right. It was like I launched it because I've done that before and it hasn't worked. But what I did is I waited for those of you that use FSUIPC, because like I noticed with like 2020, FSUIPC would start, and then when I would watch Task Manager, the AFC bridge would load in 2020, not too long after that. So what I simply did in 2024 is I waited for the little FSUIPC 7 splash screen to come up, and as soon as that came up and went away, I launched AFC bridge manually. Voila. Now, I can't say it's going to continue to work, but it did that time, so I think it's almost a timing thing. I don't know. Because I have tried it before of like launching it manually when I'm at the world map, and then before I launch into the simulator, and it won't work. And but 2020, that will work. So I almost think, you know how it does that fast load where it zooms you into the Earth, right? When you're on the satellite view, and then when you actually pick to fly, it zooms you in on your airport. I think it might have to do with that. Like, you want to launch it before it kind of preloads that, otherwise it isn't registering. I don't know. I'm completely making that up. It's a pure theory at this point. All I can say is, before I was at the start flight screen, I had AFC bridge running, and it works. Old Golfer 67. Wow, I'm having all of my moderators in tonight. This is awesome. Almost all. Not quite all, but almost all. Hey, everyone just got home. Hope everyone is doing well. Good to see you, Mike. Welcome, Old Golfer 67. Are you going to be able to catch us for one leg, man? If not, that's fine. We're just glad you're here. Congratulate Bats there, Old Golfer. You can see he's got a blue wrench. We're welcoming Bats in as a moderator tonight. This is his inaugural stream as a moderator in YouTube. He's also a moderator in Discord. as well. Oh, you know what? I never turned off my... Turn my landing light. There we go. We do need aces. You're right, Bats. It's been a long time. Actually, I messaged him not that long ago. We need, yeah, we definitely need aces here. We don't have aces, we don't have Blando, we don't have Aviation Spotter. If we had those three, we'd be complete, wouldn't we? All right, we are approaching, or we might already be at, wait a minute, 500. Why am I not getting up to a, what? What the hell? Why am I not at 3,000 feet? What in the world? All right, we're going to continue climbing. That was weird. Must be Maple's fault. Maple did something. But old golfer, we're checking out the included and Microsoft compatible Bonanza G36 for the first time. Now I've flown this in 2020. This is available in 2020, and but this is the first flight we've done with it within Microsoft Flight Simulator. So anyway, we're having some fun with this tonight. He's not really here, is he? You said that, and I started looking, Captain Howdy. I don't see Mr. FlightSimMods yet. He might pop in. He's been a hell of a lot better about popping in our stream than I have been in his. Such a heel. God, I can smell. I'm gonna have to go. Maybe I'll have to go up and when I'm doing a bio. I'll tell you what. I'm gonna go to take a bio break. I'm gonna take a picture of what Mrs. Symphonetic cooked. Those sliders I was talking about earlier. And I'll post them in the What You Cookin' channel in our Discord server. So maybe we'll get a few of you that are new to the channel. We'll get you to maybe join in to our Discord server. Because all you all are just scratching the surface of the channel if you haven't been in Discord. But oh, it's so good. I can smell it, Bats. I can smell it. It smells so good. I could turn on my pitot heat. Or not. Why didn't that turn off? But not map my, I must not have mapped my rocker switch for this plane for pitot heat on my Bravo. Uh-oh. What did I just do? Well, that was a mistake. Because the engine just died. All right, let's pitch for crew best rated. What's the best crew? What did I just do? Good God. Well, we're going again. Obviously, that was a mistake. Maple's laughing. What a jerk. He totally wants me to crash. Doesn't he? I hear my fuel pump going. Okay. All right, well, I'm not flipping that rocker switch again. Good gravy. Maple, wouldn't that have been horrible if I crashed? I know you would have been completely appalled. You would have been devastated if I crashed there. I got to get this, we got to narrow this out a little bit. Let's shallow it out. Gain some airspeed here. Good gravy. I thought we were going to have to ditch this plane for a minute there, TJ. Cordial Cloud. Maples, no, that would have been so hilarious. Silver Killer says, we're glad your fuel pump is working. No kidding. All right, I'm not touching that button again. Good gravy. We'll do it the manual way. Where's the... There, pitot heat. Okay, that was bugging me because it was on. Apparently, my I got to check my mappings to my rocker switch. Maple Leaf says touch the button. Nope, not doing it again, Maple. My engine just died when I did that. I'm not doing that again. That was a little scary, wasn't it, Maple? You would have been crushed, devastated. If I would have had to ditch this plane in the ocean, I know, Maple, for a fact, you would have been probably crying. Look at Bats. He looks like a flying turd. Sorry, Bats, but look at, why is it not showing? There you go. It's like only showing your fuselage there, and then all of a sudden it pops up and you got wings and a vertical stabilizer. Joke's on you, I can't cry. All right, I think at this point in time, we're probably, let's see, how much time do we have? We have 38 in here. Friends, thank you for joining us. Some of you came and I was just said, Bats looks like a flying turd. I bet that went over like a turd in a punch bowl. What do you think? I'm going to pull that throttle out a little bit, that manifold. And we're at 3,000 feet. We've got 13 minutes. I think that's enough time for me to go take a bio break. How about the rest of you? Bio break, and let's go ahead and do that. And let's also get in a grab yourself a Fresca, an orange whip. Maple, you grab a Fresca. You're not old enough to have a real orange whip. But we'll be right back here. Let's do about 5 minutes, and we'll be ready for approach, I think. Somewhere around there. There we go. Just got to get that. Make sure it's stabilized on the speed. Okay, there we go. I want water. Go get yourself a water there, Maple. I'll be right back, friends. Don't go anywhere. We got a huge crowd right now. And huge is a relative term, I know. But we do appreciate you all being here. 36 is great. I'll be right back with you, friends. 5, 7 minutes tops. 10, 15 minutes tops. No. What movie's that? Come on, Richard. My music.
Humans, what have you learned? I was programmed to beat you.
Max, come here.
The same mistakes. I was programmed to beat you.
All right, you can see. Max. Westies don't like to be on their back, but Max, can you say hi? He just got a haircut, and so you can see he's really excited about this. It's like, Dad, will you just let me the hell down already? Max, can you say hi to all the Sim fans? Max, look, over here. Max, over here. Let me move this. Max, look at the camera. Up here, Max. Look, what I should have is a treat. Max, right up here. Show everybody your beautiful face. He looks like a younger kid. Oh, there he goes. Max, we gotta put you on a different diet. He does this hilarious backwards belly crawl. It's the most hysterical thing. I'll have to share it on Discord. Everybody, woof woof. It's so funny. But he starts doing this backwards belly crawl. I don't think I've ever showed everybody that, but it's so funny. Get my track IR adjusted there. I'll have to post that on Discord sometime. All right. Let's see. Where are we at? How close are we from our destination here, friends? Let's see. We got, 4 minutes. And did I say? Yeah, this, actually, this, let me see here. I don't think this is the landing challenge. This might be an option. Yeah, this is a touch and go. So this is for the option. MYCC, touch and go. So this is optional. So y'all can decide if you want to land here or not. Do a touch and go quick. This is just a touch and go. Let me look and see. MYCC, let's see. What do we got here? All right. MYCC right now, it looks like it's 4 knots out of 180. So it'll be runway 15. Let's get our heading bug. We'll do a touch and go quick. 15. Let's get that set on 15. This is not a landing challenge. I repeat, this is not a landing challenge. Oh, it's an FS hub? Nice. Didn't know that. Silver Killer says woof woof. Nice cat. Oh, Max, they're calling you a cat. Bet says, but I can land there. Nice. You tried last night and you were successful? That's pretty impressive then. What's up, Sim family? Hey, Doubtgam88, what's up? Dude, now it's like, we only have 2 moderators now tonight, Delt, that haven't showed up to say hi. I think the only two we've missed so far coming in tonight to say, no, there's three. Aviation Spotter, Aces Down, and Blando. But we won't count on Blando showing up. No worries. Don't be sorry. It's all good, buddy. We know you're busy. We know you're a working man. They call him the working man. That's what Dell is. That didn't rhyme. Shoot. I was trying to think of something witty, and I obviously can't think of something clever that quick on my feet. Good to see you, Delt. I'm just going to overfly this, by the way. I was going to land, but now I'm like a minute and 46 minutes. A minute and 46 seconds away. I'm not going to dive bomb this thing and land. We're just going to say the option. But if you all want to do a touch and go, please feel free. Delt, again, it is good to see you. I'm just going to overfly this field. It is actually, if I remember right, it is kind of a neat airport. I should have landed here. Marche! Marchie just flying over to my left. Got Bat is now, he did look like a flying turd. Now I'm not quite sure what you call that. Flying cigar? Now he's disappearing. It's like a flying cigarette. Or he's doing the ganja. You keep like flashing in and out. This is actually a pretty cool airport if I remember right. Yeah, there it is. Oh man, we should have landed there. I'm gonna land there. Screw it. Let's land there. Let's just do a turn and burn. Did I get the right? Let me see. 1-5. Yeah, we're good. That's gonna do it. We gotta land here. This is such a nice location. 30 likes, Captain Red Sky. Thank you, friends. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Look at this. Look at this. Scenery. Oofta. Gorgeous, friends. Gorgeous. Just simply gorgeous. Right? Love it. By the way, Delt, I am using my Honeycomb add-on, the little mouse trackpad thing. Mouse pad. And actually, originally I didn't really care for it. Now I'm kind of liking it because when I have all this stuff in tight, it actually is kind of helpful. Let me turn on the cameras. I think an LRM is kind of causing some of this glitchiness because I'm getting that glitchiness now, and I normally don't have that or haven't had that, so I've got to believe that's what's causing. I might have to do some testing. It's not bad. It's just annoying. It's just I can notice it enough that it bothers me. All right, let's go ahead and drop the landing gear. Another notch of flaps. There's just going to be a quick touch and go. Your LRM is fine. Up full. I was fine, but I don't know. Maybe it was because I might have to restart because I was running. Ooh, you know what? I just thought of something. It might be Bats. I just thought of something. Some of you, I know some of you have mentioned posted on some of the videos I posted of a glitchiness and a stutter, even with the high computer specs. And what I come to find was, if you have 2020 loaded, and you load it, and then you load 2024 afterwards, you can get stutters. I wonder if because I had, let's go ahead and get these up. Oh God. I wonder if because I had 2020 scenery, if there's some sort of texture map or something like that in there that is stuck in my GPU's memory. It might be that. It might totally be because I tried running. Now, let that be a lesson to you. I'll have to confirm that, but I mean, maybe it. It might be because I did force run the FS Dream Team Key West scenery that is not is not officially compatible. I got like a crosswind there with Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024. I wonder if that's what it is. What is our flight Saturday? I'm not sure yet, Captain Howdy. It'll be a commercial flight, I can tell you that much. Does that work? Is that good enough? Ooh, we got to switch fuel tanks. Might want to do that before I run out of fuel and then have Maple laugh at me. Look at you all flying in there for a touch. Nice job, guys. Look at that. We got Tashi. We've also got Wingman coming in for a landing. Bats. Nice. They are flying the Bahamas. Practice is way up there ahead of us. Good old practice, I tell you. We're going to go up to 3,000 feet again here. I'm going to go ahead and do vertical speed navigation, and we are not going to climb at 1,800 feet. That's absolutely ridiculous. We're going to go about, let's go 1,000 feet per minute. Looking good. All right, to our next one, MYGW. Let's go ahead and take a look at our flight plan for tonight. I'm going to drop the route information up there. So we got MYGW, and that's going to be a full stop, and it is going to be a landing challenge number 2. Typhoon Videos is in the house. Typhoon, how's it going? Said, I would fly Boeing forever. I don't care if my doors are off. There you go, buddy. Good to see you, Typhoon. Everybody's welcome Typhoon in chat. I love the new Cessna 185. It's crazy good plane. Super high attack angle on takeoffs like nothing. Yes. Captain Howdy says, Symphonetic Airbus rematch, or are you too scared of flying the Boeing? Dude, I can fly a frickin' toaster, Captain Howdy. Doesn't mean I can land it, but I can fly it. Captain Howdy again, throwing some smack my way. You been hanging around Maple too long there, Captain Howdy? Toaster. All right. Well, we might have to be back in the Boeing. I just have all this WinWing gear, and I just love flying with the WinWing stuff, as you all know. Oh, that reminds me. I got to talk about this for a minute. How many of you heard... Hold on, I got to look this up really quick. I got a question for y'all that are here. It's pretty exciting stuff, I think. Some good news here. Practice, you'll want to listen into this. Hold on. Let me find my email. Let me go to my Symphonic email, not my personal inbox. There we go. How many have you heard? Oh shoot! I got a Beam eye tracker reminder again. Oh my gosh, they're never gonna believe I'm gonna do this. Just saw I got an email. They're like, when are you gonna do this? You've only been talking about it for like I don't know how many months. So, how many have you heard of Sim Gaming Expo? Sim Gaming Expo. If you do a search, actually, let me put a link here. Hold on. Now, I know some of you may be in the Chicago area. And if you are, I think we'll have a presence at this thing in September. Check this out. I got contacted. I didn't even reach out. Jorg is the facilitator or the coordinator for the Sim Expo. It's going to be in Chicago. Where is my... There we go. Check this out. Now, I looked at who's going to be speaking, but he reached out to me and is like, hey, you know, he saw the channel and stuff and wanted to know if I wanted to join for this thing. So I've got a meeting. I'm going to be meeting with him on Saturday. Seems like a really nice guy. Well, I reached out to Evan at FlightSimExpo. I'm like, Evan... Have you met Jorg? You know, because at first you got to be kind of careful because you don't know if people are like putting you on. And it all looked legit, but when somebody like cold calls you, you kind of got to wonder, well, most of the time they're legit, but sometimes they aren't legit. And I was like, guy sounds legit. And I asked him, he goes, yeah, he came to FlightSimExpo last year. I met him and talked with him. Seems like a really nice guy. He talked about this Sim Expo thing, and I'm like, cool. So I got back to him anyway. We might be doing something. I don't know what. If I just go there and talk, if I'm going to go there and be on a panel, I have no idea what I'm going to do, if I'm going to do anything. But I'm going to check in with him on Saturday. And what he's trying to do is it's mainly racing. If you go there and you see it, it looks like it's mostly sim racing stuff. And I'm like, hey, man, I did a ton of iRacing back in the day. And I've got, like I told him, I said, I got this Fanatec stuff. I got the racing wheel. I've got the Club Sport pedals, the version 3s. I've got the stick shifter, all this stuff. I'm like, I used to be big into sim racing. Practice knows this. If Aces was here, he'd know it. I even had my Class A license in iRacing. I used to do it all the time. Like, even back in COVID, I would do races. Remember they switched from ESPN races back in the COVID days, and they were actually doing iRacing, and you had, like, the real NASCAR drivers, like, would have these sim setups. And you guys remember this? Those that ever do racing, you would know it. But anyway, so I thought, hey, you know what? I'll check it out. Well, he's trying to get more of a presence of simming, and I said, you know what? I've got a good group of you all of you, and I'm like, I know that there's some of you that would probably make the trip. Like Harry, he lives up in Minneapolis. I don't know if he would do it, but I'm sure he would go. And several others that live in the Chicago area that follow the channel. I'm like, I'm sure we could get some people there that love flight simming, and I know there's a few of you like Practice, although Practice is way down in Texas. But you could use your miles there, Proc. But I'm like, yeah, you know, I love racing. We love simming. Trying to get a bigger presence at simming. So anyway, I don't know what's going to happen, if anything, but I'm going to talk with them on Saturday and kind of figure out if we might have a presence for our channel there. So how cool is that? The other cool thing is I did talk to Evan, and you might have noticed I did the shameless plug, which it's not a shameless plug because, as you all know, love FlightSimExpo. But I'm wearing my FlightSimExpo shirt today, or this evening. I had many of you that were here saw the trailer, so we did the trailer of FlightSimExpo. So there's a few things that I'm doing, but we are going to have our logo again in the content providers. And I sent a message to a few of the other influencers. I'm like, hey, make sure you fill this stuff out. You get free coupons for drinks, orange whips, if you will, free T-shirt, free registration into the expo. So anyway, I got a few things I got to do to qualify. But anyway, Evan's like, I really encourage you to do it, Simfanatic. So doing that. So yeah, that'll be cool. So anyway, we'll be at FlightSimExpo, and then we will be, and very cool, Captain Red Sky says, and then maybe this Sim Gaming Expo. I don't know. I mean, it's awesome. He says that it's growing every year too, just like FlightSimExpo. We talked a little bit about, some of those that are racers versus some, flight simmers. But I'm like, well, and we both talked about, there's a lot of overlap. I know, a lot of you do racing. Like Tashi races. Brett Plays, I think Tashi races. Brett Plays was in here, he races. We were doing a little, God, I almost said Project Gotham practice. Oh my gosh. But we were doing, oh my God, Forza Motorsport. I forgot to switch my fuel tank. Where's my fuel tank? Oh God. You guys are supposed to remind me of this. Oh, I don't want to stall. Hold on. Where the hell's the fuel tank on this? Where is it? Where is it? Seat? Oh, there it is. Thank you. There. Who said my under seat? That guy. That guy's winning the award. Thank you, that guy. See, the important thing is to disable the autopilot. See, you get going off with the big fat yappa, and I ran my left tank out of fuel. I forgot to switch my fuel tanks every 30 minutes. Thank you, Vaughn, CFF, and that guy. That guy wins the. Let me give the first officer emoji to that guy. That guy. Thank you so much. Thank you, CFF. Goes to you too. Good gravy. And I said it after I took off. I'm like, I'm gonna have to switch my fuel tanks. Leave it to me. Exactly. I was just gonna say that, Captain Red Sky. Oh my goodness, we're on the same wavelength. I was just about to say, see the engine cut out? Did I panic? The important thing is don't panic. Fly the airplane first. That's why I disabled the autopilot, pitch to keep my nose down and not stall while I tried to figure out where the hell. Now, normally, friends, when you get acquainted with an airplane in real life, you know where the freaking fuel tank switch is, which I should have checked before we took off. I forgot you had to do that with this plane. So old school. Yeah, exactly, Captain Red Sky. The important thing is to not panic. What you feel are asteroids smashing into the side of the fuselage. Ma'am, are you telling us everything? Well, no. We're out of coffee. What movie is that? That guy says, was flying a long flight, was tired, and ran a tank right on the Cherokee 6. Airplane 2. Bats has got it. Nicely done, Bats. God, I can't stump you guys on the 80s movies. I cannot stump any of you on the 80s movies. What is wrong with me? I should be stumping you guys. All right, we got, how many minutes? We got 18 minutes. Let's see, and we're going to have to drop to, well, essentially, we're just going to drop, what, 2,000 feet at least. So 500 feet, 4 minutes, 5 minutes. So 5 minutes away. So, and we'll say roughly 12 minutes, we'll start descending. Look at descending here. Set my Garmin watch so I don't forget. All right, Airplane 2 is right. Give that man a $7. That is right. Airplane 2. Nicely done, Bats. Look at nothing but blue ocean. I mean, what a pretty area. Bahamas, Caribbean, all that. Love this area. Look, we got Bats up there. N911. Let me get a screenshot of that. N911 up there. I adjust my macro when I do the screenshots because I often have to hit Control-V. Tashi Draco just went right through us. Dirk, the Dirk Diggler up there. TJ Turner. I can't read the rest of you. Oh, here we go. Marchi. If I zoom in, I can't read who's over to the left. But we got a Marchi in here. Good to see him. Bats. Let's see who's behind us. Wingman 21. Always nice and close. Flying the same plane I'm flying, or we're flying. Anyone below? I don't know. You know, as gorgeous as this is, you can kind of tell, like, this is satellite imagery. Like, these are actually clouds, right? So, like, there's these light areas here. Because I'm pretty sure where we're at, there shouldn't be, like, ice and icebergs in the water. So you can see, like, some of this satellite imagery. You're getting some of the clouds. You can see a seam right here where they stitch it together. Some of those, how many of you remember, well, a lot of you remember X-Plane, but like X-Plane 11 and Ortho for real or whatever it is. And you would actually, gargantuan amount of data. But in fact, I still have 2 external Western Digital Black 8 terabyte drives. So I could actually have satellite imagery. And I use the Google Maps for X-Plane. You can still do this. And Ortho for XP, that's what it was. Ortho for XP just came to me. And you would stitch the satellite, and you could download in different resolutions, and it took a gargantuan amount of information, storage, and time. And when I did my new PC build, I like held my breath, and I hit Shift Delete on the folder that had all that scenery. I'm like, honestly, I know I spent a ton of time downloading it and stitching it together, but let's just go ahead and face it. With Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020, 2024, I'm not going to go back and fly X-Plane 11. So I deleted all of it. But I can't tell you how much time I spent on downloading, and you would do, like, all these tiles. I don't even want to say, like, I'm just going to make something up. But, like, that Key West area we just took off from would be, like, probably 8 tiles. Just that area. And I had downloaded all of the United States, all of Canada, all of Alaska, all of Central America, some locations in Southern America. I think I downloaded all of Australia, most of Western Europe. And I mean, it literally took me like weeks to just queue up all these downloads. And I filled up essentially 2 8 terabytes of storage doing it. Typhoon. Let's see here. CP65 says I did that with all my FSX files. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Could you do that with FSX? I didn't even realize you could do it. I wasn't even flying FSX. I'm just like, I was flying, so I went to X-Plane, and once Microsoft stopped supporting Flight Simulator, and as we all know, before they picked it up back with 2020, and we won't even mention the atrocious release that they had between FS10 and Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020. What was it called? What was that called? Anyway, we don't even... There's a reason I can't remember what it was, because it was terrible. It was basically a console game. Anyway, so I switched to X-Plane 11 after FS10. Flight. Oh, God. CFF, you just had to tell me that, didn't you? Microsoft Flight. Oh, my gosh. What an atrocious thing that was. But anyway, I switched over to X-Plane after FS10. But then, of course, like many of you, I went over to Prepare 3D, and got my fix because that was essentially the code and everything was from Microsoft Flight Simulator, and Lockheed Martin, I think it was, purchased the license rights for it. Although Microsoft was smart, they didn't just say, you have full control over it. They're like, if we ever want it back, we can claim it back, and which they did with 2020. Anyway, I went to X-Plane. I didn't look back. I quit flying FS10 because FS10 just performed so bad. And so I went to X-Plane, and X-Plane was good. And then, yeah, X-Plane 11. I have X-Plane 12. Do any of you have X-Plane 12 or be interested in flying an X-Plane 12? I never fly X-Plane 12. I picked it up when it came out. We did a couple streams with it and haven't looked back. I actually really love X-Plane 12's flight model. I love it. I'm a real pilot. I know you wouldn't believe it. I'm a real pilot, and I can tell you, even to this day, even with 2024, X-Plane still feels real, like the real thing. I'm telling you, if you've never flown a real plane before and you want to know how a real aircraft flies and how it feels, mind you, 2024, Microsoft Flight Simulator is getting closer, but it isn't quite there. There's just this kind of the fly by the seat of your pants feel that isn't quite there yet. And I'm going to tell y'all, if you really want to feel, if you want a sense of how a real plane feels, like on landings, on flare, on side slips to a landing, on stalls, X-Plane is still the best in terms of a flight model. It just feels, it's more, I mean, you can feel it, like the feedback, the sensitivity, all that stuff feels so much more real, like you're flying the real plane. Microsoft Flight Simulator, bar none, obviously, is a better looking simulator, and they are getting better with the flight models. A lot of the third-party stuff is getting closer. Let me read your chat here, friends. Yep. As I mentioned, CFF, I mentioned that. Prepared used FSX as a simulator kernel. Mentioned they have the base files. Yep. Let's see. CFF says I fly X-Plane 12, and do you exclusively fly that CFF, or do you also fly Microsoft Flight Simulator? Very realistic, but does not have the IQ. Yeah, exactly. Like all those things you're saying, CFF, exactly. X-Plane 11 was just a tad better in the realism department. Yeah, even today, I would say X-Plane 11, even over 2024, still feels more real in a flight model, but it looks like shit. CFF says I use MSFS. Yeah, we should drop in X-Plane 12. Practice is going to be like, no, don't waste your time dropping in X-Plane 12. Come and fly DCS. He's been waiting for a while for us to fly DCS. He has been waiting. CFS says, I do like X-Plane 12 is less system taxing. Yeah, that's the other thing. Although 2024, with the multi-core, multi-thread CFF, if you got a multi-core processor, especially if you have like the X3D processor, I talked about this a week ago, it performs really well. I'd say it performs better than X-Plane. Especially if you have clouds and stuff. Good gosh. You put clouds and stuff on X-Plane 11, there goes the neighborhood. Get ready for a frickin' slideshow. Right? What was the cloud and weather program? Active Sky just came to me. Active Sky. Like, I remember, like, having X-Plane 11, like, oh, you get the volumetric clouds and all the layers. And, oh, here's a novel idea. Can we have clouds all the way to the horizon? Remember that, CFF? And X-Plane 11 or anyone that else that would... Like, X-Plane 11, you could not have clouds to the horizon. That drove me crazy. And then you would, like, load, Active Sky or any number of those third-party add-ons with weather. right? And your frames would go to a stutteredly slow, like single digits. And then now we have these beautiful clouds. And which, by the way, 2024, if you haven't noticed, 2024 has clouds. The clouds look a lot better. They don't look like cotton balls. If we didn't use those programs, we wouldn't. Yep, that's true, that guy. Sorry, I had a piece of ice in my mouth and I almost spit it out. If we didn't use those programs, this wouldn't be here. Exactly. Yeah, it's all kind of like stepping up. And obviously, Microsoft Flight Simulator and Sobo copied some of those core, those core ideas or those core functions of X-Plane, like the blade technology with X-Plane, where they actually looked at every single surface area of the aircraft and they do different calculations on the air surfaces. They treated every single thing on the plane as a separate air surface and then culminated it and put it all together and then gave a better flight model. And many of you probably have seen this, but Microsoft Flight Simulator Sobo did that same thing with this. It's called blade technology on X-Plane. But they have something that is, it's not called blade technology here, but it's the same concept, right? Everyone is looking to make it better, and that's what it should be. That's why it's great, right, that guy? World Update 19. Haven't yet, TJ. I did enable it, but I still need to check it out. That always happens, too. Like, literally, that came out like a day after I already had the flight plan already figured out. I'm like, I debated switching it so we could take advantage of World Update 19, and truth be told, I should have. But I was just like, you know what? I'm too busy. I'm done. All right, we should start descending. Let's go ahead and get her down to 1,000 feet to start with. What runway are we landing on? This is going to be a full stop landing challenge number 2. Number 2. We're going to pull that throttle out a little bit. We're going to drop at about 500 feet per minute. And right now it is, what time is it? I think we might have time for another leg. What do you all think? We'll do a poll. We'll see. Vruden the Great is in here, friends. Vruden, how's it going, man? Vruden, good to see you. Hopefully you are doing well, my friend. Look at Vruden. Bats is a flying turd. Now he's a C-17. Now he's a flying turd. Now he's a C-17. Now, if we go out, you just see the fuselage, like right there. Vruden is back, Bats. You are absolutely correct. Vruden the Great. Our resident troll. We're doing a little Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024 flying tonight, Vruden. Let's see, what is our runway that we're going to be landing? Let me check this out quick. And we're flying to MYGW, okay. Let's see. Let's do METAR MYGW. Enter. 49 at 160. Our airport MYGW is West End, is what that airport is. West End is runway 1230, 6,762 feet. Even Vruden can land an F-14 on this. It is asphalt landing. And let's see here. 1230. What did I say the winds are? So we're going to do runway 12 because the winds are at 160 at 4 knots. So runway 12. And so we're going to do a right traffic pattern landing. We'll climb in there and climb in. We'll descend here and fly to the right to runway 12. So if we look over to our right and we look at our panel here, if you ever notice this is the airport. I know this is probably obvious to a lot of you, but that white line there, you can see that aligns basically with what 12 would be, because straight over would be 090. 12 is going to be 30 degrees to the right of that, so that's runway 12. So we're going to take our plane, we're going to fly right up here. We're going to just kind of note this landscape here. We're going to go to the left, come over here, come on in for a right pattern, and then we're going to go base to final right onto 12 for a landing. Could you all see my mouse there? I don't even know if you can see my mouse. Let's see here. I'm feeling a little hurt. I already called my therapist to discuss it. That's rooting for you. Did we lose Maple? Did Maple leave? Did I miss Maple leaving? I think we hurt Maple's feelings earlier because you know how he always gives me grief. And did you check out that short I did, Vruden, of Maple crashing on takeoff last weekend? And it wasn't his fault, but we'll say it was because it's funnier that way. You should go check out that short, Vruden. Yo, you saw it? Yeah. He's like, I spent like 3 hours getting ready for this flight, and he's like, we're all taxiing over, and he hits this like invisible, you know, like road bump or airstrip or runway bump, if you will, speed bump, and crashes. Oh, that's right, you were there, weren't you? You were sitting on I forgot you were there. That's funny. Oh, man. Couldn't have happened to a better guy, I tell you. It was so funny. And getting a lot of mileage out of it, too. Did he have a custom airport? I don't know. He's on Xbox. That's all I can say, because I didn't have a problem either. So funny. Well, and what was even funnier was, which you won't get out of the short, but was him complaining in chat. He's like, that is complete BS. He's just venting in chat. He's like, I spent 3 hours getting ready for this flight tonight, looking forward to it, and then like on takeoff he crashed. Yeah, on Xbox. We got 39 in the house here, Captain Red Sky. Welcome all. Welcome to the stream. Thanks for joining us tonight. We're glad to have you aboard. As we have Bats and the Flying Turd right behind us, Wingman in the BE-36, looking good. That'll teach you to fly that C-17, Bats. And we got Tashi Draco. We got Vruden the Great just joining us. Who's Fine Muscle? It's appropriate name, gamer tag for this area, isn't it? Practice is still... Practice might be doing the landing challenge ratings here. C-Turd 17. There you go. Nice. Oh, good stuff. All right, we're going to start descending a little bit and getting ready to set up for our approach for runway. Let's go stereo cockpit. We'll go ahead and turn our cameras on. We got our Alpha Bravo camera on, and we've got our TPR pedals right here. So rock this thing back and forth. And we'll make our way on into runway 15, I think is what we said. No, runway 12. And the elevation is 8 feet, so basically, yeah, it's pretty much just, yeah, it is what it is. And there's TJ Turner coming in. TJ Turner. There's practice right there. There's our runway. Do you see it right there? There's our runway. Practice is watching. Practice is watching, TJ Turner. Be very, very careful. Watch your P's and Q's, buddy. I got a movie line that I'm going to finally get you all stuck on. Even Vruden. Vruden's good with the movie lines. Second, I got to get set up for this. All right, landing gear is going to come down here. Drop the landing gear. Vruden, I got the, look at the lights are working on the LED, on the Bravo. One notch flaps in. Check and see where we're at. And yeah, there we go. Little low, Mav. Little low. We're really low, actually. We're really low. Second notch in. It's gonna be a full stop. Lane challenge number 2. Numbers where you at? Awesome. I'm gonna turn off the gamer tags right now so I can see. Johnny Mon 211, hell of a guy, by the way. Johnny, what is up? Good to see you, Johnny. Johnny, you're probably working, aren't you? All right, here we go. I need complete silence so I can focus. Symphonic in for the win. Right here. Here we go, friends. He's going to do it. Did I hit before him? Son of a bitch. I think I hit just before him. Can I get a verdict? I had to be close. There's Tashi dropping it in slightly before. Damn it! Oh, God. See, that's what I love when I go into the field here, and it's like this... Oh, just before. Damn it, I felt it. I felt it right there, friends. Look at this, though. This uneven. Look at this. See, look at this. How cool is this? Look at the struts going in and out. Look at that. In the nose gear. Check it out. Look at that. Like, the terrain is just amazing. Damn it, I was so close, wasn't I, guys? Well, I did not make it, though. It's a rule's a rule. A rule is a rule. Who bounced? Somebody bounces. N911. N911 doing such a good job along with Practice watching. Bats is coming in with his C-17. Captain Red Sky says smooth landing though. Yeah, thank you, Captain Red Sky. Just, oh man, I felt it. I pulled the power out a little too soon. Well, you know what? There's always next time, right? There's always next time. So y'all keep positive thinking. And you know what? They just like they say, like the old saying goes, my friends, if it doesn't work the first time, you just try again. Practice makes perfect. I don't know if it makes perfect. Not in my case, but practice makes better, I guess. Wayman 21 coming around here. This is our final landing challenge. We are going to do one more leg, I think. I'm going to put a poll in here, as long as you're all good with it. It is 9:45. I don't know. I might do a poll. Because the next, while you guys are getting ready to land, yeah, we probably will call this it. I don't know. It's the next leg is like 40 minutes long, and I am so freaking hungry. Although I think a lot of you probably would be jumping into DCS. There you go, Practice. I bet a lot of you will jump into a Discord and fly this last leg. Lots of little things done well equals perfection. There you go. Up, here comes the... There we go. Ooh, we can hear those engines going. Oh, you had auto land on. We know you had auto land on. My goodness. Who's fine muscle? Who's fine muscle in here? Who's fine muscle in the PC-12? Or no, that's a TBM 900. Sorry. My bad. They kind of look similar, right? Somebody's going to say, no, they don't look anything like Symphony. What are you smoking? Wingman 21 coming in. Typhoon, that's you! I got you, brother. I got you. Is the PC-12, that is a Pilatus single-engine turboprop, yes. TBM 930, get it right. Yeah, thank you, CB. My money isn't Wingman. My money isn't Wingman? Or is on Wingman? Oh, is on Wingman. Gosh dang it, we got 40 in here now. You're all gonna make me do another leg, aren't you? All right, here comes Wingman. We can't stop the stream when we have 40 in here. Right? Isn't that kind of like against all reasoning? All right, here comes Wingman. Oh, look at that. See, it kicked up that dust? How cool is that? I'm fine calling it here. Nice. Here comes Wingman. Oh. Yeah, like end on a good note, right? It's kind of like when you're when you're in football, you know, like Brett Favre or, you know, any of the greats. It's like, well, maybe hang it up when, you know, when you have it good. Hanger Studios is in the house. Oops, I hit the wrong button. Hanger Studios, welcome one of our true friends and devs. Says, when is the next Super D flight? That's a good question, Hanger. We're going to figure that out. Check the stream. Oh, shoot. Okay, thank you. I hit the wrong button. Here. Thank you, Captain Howdy. Did I get fixed? Nope, I didn't get fixed. Son of a gun. Hold on. Oh, fudge cake. What did I hit? There we go. That's the thing with the Stream Deck. I just start hitting buttons. Whoops-a-daisy. Fruden. We missed what you didn't want to sing Wingman's Landing. It wasn't bad, but it wasn't like it wasn't his fine muscle. It wasn't the best he's ever done. Why is fine muscle? You're a little bit to the right. Up. No, God, no, you're the It's all right. It's all right. If you can walk away from it, looks like you're gonna walk away from that muscle. It's all right. Typhoon. All right. All right. Ouch. Friends, I think we're going to call it, but, you know, we're just shy of 2.5 hours. It is a weeknight. What do y'all think? You good with calling it here? Pull. All right. Let me do a pull. Let me do my due diligence. Maybe somebody find a closer route that's not like all the way to what were we going to fly to? Maybe we could do a shorter flout. A shorter flout. Clearly, I need to stop now. Clearly. There's got to be a shorter flight though between here and like what was I going to say? Between here and MYXI. That wouldn't take as long. But let me do a poll. Clearly, Bats wants to continue to fly. Let me see here. Hey, bada. So, wing. Let me see. The hell's my browser at? There we go. Livestream. I'm going to put a poll in here, and we are going to do add and start a poll. Should we do one more leg? Look at Bats. Member for 10 months of Sport Pilot says, I'm just here for the polls. Wait, sounds wrong. Oh, my God. That's awesome. Thank you for the 10-month membership, Bats. And again, welcome to our moderator team. Appreciate you being here and appreciate your support.
I'm just here for the polls. Wait, sounds wrong.
Nice. Oh, they got to click in the mouse spot. There we go. All right, here we go. Start poll. Should we do one more leg? Yes or no? I already know what the answer is going to be on this. And you know what the answer is going to be on this as well, Bats. So does Tashi. Why SSY? Oh my gosh. Yeah, I figured Tashi would come up with something witty like that. Why SSY? One more leg. You are a funny man. You are a funny guy. Okay, nobody's gonna get that movie. Nobody. Even if Richard Clark was in here, he wouldn't even get that reference, that movie reference. You really are a funny guy. Nobody's getting that. Done. Hey, if nobody gets that movie line, we're done. Hey, how about that? We're gonna stop the stream if nobody knows what movie that is. That was the poll. Just Darren being dramatic. Yes. Typhoon says one more. Nope. You gotta guess that movie. Somebody's gonna get it. Bruden, if you can't get that movie, I'm very disappointed. Bruden says you can't leave. Nobody knows that movie? You really are a funny guy. Come on, somebody's got to know that movie. Oh, nope, not Blazing Saddles. Democracy vote. 69% say yes. Shucks. You know what? Marion Harris, you just Googled that. I know you just Googled that. Or you asked ChatGPT on that, didn't you? Come clean. So did Johnny Mon. No, you guys are... No, that's no fair. You guys are Googling it. I know. I'm on to you. It wouldn't take you guys that long to answer that. So I know you looked it up. Because you would have been like, Goodfellas, if you knew it right off the top of your head. But like, oh, let me Google it. You really are a funny guy. Let's see. Lines from a movie, you really are a funny guy. Oh, there it's Goodfellas. I wasn't born yesterday. Maybe I was. Y'all think I was. John Munn says LOL because he knows I haven't figured out. Type him now, says Goodfellas. All right, let's look for, hold on. Let me look for a closer report because I don't... 40 minutes is a long stretch. I'll probably spend 20 minutes finding a different flight, though, right? That's what I'll end up doing. Right, Vruden? You know me. You find me funny. What the F is so funny about me? Great movie. Great movie. Hold on a second. Let me, let's see. Let me put this back up on top. All right. Let's see. MYGW. Okay, come on. What? Really? Oh, hold on. This is getting sad. Do I amuse you? The answer to that, Bats, is absolutely. All right. Elisa's streaming. Let's just go ahead and we already got it programmed, right? Let's just go ahead and get in the air, and then we'll figure out a place on the way. That way we can get going. Oh my God, what's going on? Oh, there we go. Come on, guys, let's get going, guys and gals. Let's get up in the air. Time's a wasting. All right, Wingman, are you ready? All right, one more. The votes are in. You guys really want to hear my voice for another 20, 30 plus minutes? All right, Tashi's coming on over here. Bats is like playing chicken with me. But again, the flying turd. There he goes. I gotta figure out my settings here because Captain Howdy said I voted no. I have you muted. No, you don't. All right, let's do this. Wait, how much fuel do I have? Hold on, I don't want to run out of fuel again. You didn't see that earlier, Vruden. I ran out of fuel. My engine's stalled, and I did get it fixed pretty quick. All right, I'm going to top the tanks. I'm not going to top them off, but let's put some fuel in here. By the way, to get fuel, I got to remember how to do this now. Shit. Oh, yeah, yeah, mass imbalance. Here we go. Fuel. So this is where you do it in 2024. We got 21%. I'm going to just put about 40% in here. That looks good. Load an aircraft, and we're good to go. Let's check down here. And that's as easy as that, friends. Are we ready? Are we ready, Wingman? TJ Turner? Vruden? Never admit you made a mistake. All right, here we go. Sound cockpit, here we go. All cameras are on. They just lived to fly. Oh my God, I got this thing trimmed up. Jesus, I got this trimmed way out. Hold on. That's why you check your trim. Oh, you're up. That's why you check your trim. That was almost a disaster. Well, that would have sucked if I would have crashed right there. I'm required to report it. Oh my gosh, that's why I should have checked my trim, Vruden. 110 for that takeoff. Well, at least it wasn't a 0. 0 would probably meant I crashed, right, CP? I should have checked my trim wheel. My goodness. Oh yeah, that would have been bad. I was pushing up on my electronic trim literally for like 15 seconds on takeoff while pushing the yoke down. Good gravy. That was almost a disaster. See, I knew I should have quit when I was ahead. What were we just talking about that? Like I landed well, and somebody said, you know, quit while you're ahead, and exactly what I should have done. No, I gotta keep flying. I don't want to disappoint you guys. All right, we're gonna continue to climb up to 3,000 feet. Okay, clearly I can't do autopilot right now. That just went crazy on me again. Holy crap. Autopilot's going insane on me here. Hold on, let me see. What's going on? 1,300. That's part of the problem. Let's drop that down. All right, let's try it one more time. Yeah, look at this. Okay, we found a bug. We found a bug. Now the wife is mad. I gotta hand fly this damn thing? Oh, good gravy. Yeah, something is wrong. Houston, we got a problem. Look at this. Clearly, I should have stopped when I was ahead. Let's see if we get up to 3,000 feet and if it'll settle down. Captain Red Sky says, it'll be fine. It'll be completely fine. Yeah, I've heard that one before, Captain Red Sky. Who do you think you're fooling? God. Should have quit while you had the chance. Exactly, Captain Red Sky. That's what I'm saying. I should have quit when I was ahead. But no, I gotta keep going. All right, we're gonna close the poll. Captain Red Sky, find us a spot between here. Do I still have it up top? Find us a spot between MYGW and MYXI that isn't 40 minutes, would you? That's your task for tonight. If you can do that, I will give you a first officer emoji. It'll make your day. No, really, it will. I mean it. You sound stressed. Not stressed at all. Bruden. Johnny Mom with the first officer emojis. It's indeed. Did you get it trimmed? Yeah, but I mean, but as soon as I turn on the, so like, look, so I got it trimmed, but as soon as, whoops, what happened there? Yeah, see, that's the problem. Look, neutrals put me nose high. Look at that. See, there's something. Definitely went foobar here. Definitely went foobar. Where are we heading? I did, but like the trim's off, Bruden. The trim's like completely off. That's the problem. Like, I think there's a bug. Put the life raft like I suggested, exactly. No, I can't trim it out. There's like the trim wheel and what the autopilot and what it actually set at is off. Like by a factor of like, I don't know, 4 or 5. Oh, that's an easy one, Johnny Mon. That would be Saving Private Ryan. You guys cannot stump me on movies. There might be a few times you could stump me, but that's Saving Private Ryan. Oh, it didn't? That is not the movie it originated it? Oh, I stand corrected. Which movie then? I'm stumped. CP65 says, CP, I'm looking for you to find us a airport to land on. Or am I just going to have to find it myself and find, like, nearest airport? Got bats, wingman. Take another screenshot here, friends. Fubar has been around for at least 75 years. Well, that's true, because, I mean, Saving Private Ryan came out when? 2000... No, it was before 2001, right? Didn't it come out in like 1999 or something like that? Get the floats out. Get the floats out. Didn't Saving Private Ryan come out in like 99 or something like that? Movie quote, this is perfect time to panic. Late 90s. Okay, got it. Oh, The Fugitive came out in the early 90s. I'm just doing some stunt flying there, wingman. Just keep swimming. That's Finding Nemo. Oop. See, none of you are like looking to find a spot between, like we could probably find a spot in here. What do you all think? Discord simming. How many are in the voice channel right now? There's probably quite a few of you in there right now, right? I'd imagine. Maple left. Tashi's in there. Bats is in there. Chipper C's Wingman. When did Maple? Well, he probably had to go to bed, right? He's got school in the morning. He probably had to. 4 users. He had to go to bed, I'm sure. Johnny Man says, you know what, Symphonetic? I am wrong. The more I think about it, the term I was thinking of was hinky in The Fugitive. I think you're right. Fubar was Saving Private Ryan. No worries, man. Well, it was the first movie I heard it. I'm sure it's probably, Johnny, been used before. Like Vruden said, it's been around for a long time, so I'm sure it's been used in other movies. But that was the first movie that came to me. I don't remember hinky. I don't. Johnny, remind me, are you at FlightSimExpo? Are you going to Rhode Island this year? Nobody's finding me in an airport, are they? You know what? Just go figure. I can't put autopilot on. CP says nope. All right. Let me do this myself. Let me get Navigraph charts here. Zunic, oh yeah. Just say F it and fly to Miami. And we just came from Miami, or around that. Import flight. Where are the... Jeez, this thing's like going wonky on me here. Let's look at the nearest airport list. MYGM, there we go. We got MYGM. It looks like that one's pretty close. No, I don't want to activate that. MYZX? That's the nearest? MYZX. Okay. Where's that at? I'm not seeing it here. Why is this not? You know what? Why am I doing that? Hold on. I can do this. Pretty sure I can do this. MYZX. Are you guys sure? Why don't I see an MYZX? Oh, XZ. I'm dyslexic. It just landed the plane. Okay, why isn't that loading? It's kind of interesting. Change procedure. Where's my direct button? I did that though. You mean right here? Direct. Hold on. We're just going pilotage and there's an airport right under us. Look. Right here. Just land the plane. Here, we're going to land right here. MYGM. So we're going to land at MYGM. We're right here, MYGM, on runway 5. It's got a nice long runway, and we'll be just fine. MYGM, runway 5, friends. All right, notch flaps. Get down to about 500 feet. Last notch flaps. But this plane really likes to sink right at that base to final. Look how low those flaps are, though. Somebody's landing on me. How about that for a smooth landing? I bet that was like negative, what do you think, 10 feet per minute? I just felt smooth. Oh, look at that. What's stirring it up? Is that Bats? Cool videos from a cool guy is in the house. When did you drop in here? Cool videos from a cool guy. Thanks for joining. That was probably my best landing yet. Even though it wasn't on the numbers, it was definitely the smoothest. Right on the center line. I'll take it. See, just goes to show. Sometimes when you don't have things planned out, it can work out. Is anyone else going to land here or not? Del Gam's in the house. Thank you, Captain Red Sky. All right, I'm going to see if Del... Look at that. See, I told you guys. Look at that. Look, we got palm trees. How beautiful is that? Let's go ahead and... I'm going to go ahead and shut down the engines. Prop down and avionics off, and we're just going to go ahead and turn off the engine. Look at that. Stirs up that dust there. That's pretty cool. All right, let's check it out. Let's watch our friends come in here. Who's landing? Wildfires ahead. Runway 5. 5 miles coming in. Delgam in the house. Stone Sleet. CP65, 8 out of 10. Why 8 out of 10? Oh, because I floated it a ways? Probably. I'll take the 8, though. From you, I'll take the 8, man. All right, here comes Fine Muscle. Oops, sorry about that. It was a little loud. Look at that, stirring up the dust. Are you seriously flying a 737 in here? It's looking good, though. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Check here. Comes Bats. And the flying... Well, I've said it. Bats has got auto land on. Look at that, stirring up that dirt. Oh, I love it. Look at that effect. That's so cool. That's not an add-on either. That's by default, friends. You got 2024. It's there, but look at that landing. Beautiful. Nice, Bats. Nice landing. Oh, now he's going to take off. He loves doing that, doesn't he? He loves doing the touch and goes and then throw the frickin' engines full thrust. Full mill. It's a little loud. Sorry about that. So Tashi Draco's coming in. Tashi Draco and Delgam coming in. We're going to close it out. See, I got it. I got another leg in for all of you. See? Our word is our bond. Those are as good as money. Anybody got that movie? I'm gonna tee up some easy ones for you. Here comes Delt and good friend Delt and Tashi Draco coming in to close us out for the night, friends. Check it out. Look at that, stirring the dirt up right there already. No, that's close, CFF. It's not Tommy Boy. Close though. You're in the right decade. There we go, Delt's coming in. Look at that. Look at the ground. I love that. It's so cool. It's a little obnoxious. Like, I don't think it's actually in real life you'd stir up that much. It's not like you're flying a freaking jet. Nice, nice, looking nice. Did you bounce? I don't think he bounced. I think he might have it. Nicely done, Delt. Nicely done on that Bonanza. Bonsai! Tashi Draco bringing in, I think that's it. Tashi, and then I think we got everybody then. Not missing anyone. Fine Muscle just slewed in place. I'm hip to that trick, Fine Muscle. Look at that though. We got the oh god. What happened to him? Look at look at all this vegetation. Look at all the different trees, the palm trees, the bushes. A bit of bush. Just a bush. Bushes over here, bushes over there, bushes everywhere. All right, here comes Tashi. All right, here he comes. It looks a little high and fast, but I think he can pull this off. And he bounced. I knew you were going to bounce. You're trying to force it. And I hit the wrong. God dang it. I hit the wrong button again. Nonetheless, Tashi, good job. What do y'all think? Pretty good job? I think it's a pretty good job. I think it's a good job. All right. Well, friends, I think that is going to be a wrap. Yes, a wrap for Wednesday night's live stream. But I want to give a hand and a shout out to all of you for joining tonight. Thank you, friends. Appreciate you being here and all of your continued support. Some of you asked, what are we doing, Symphonic, on Saturday? Well, we will, I think Sim wins. Hey, there you go, Dirk, the Dirk Diggler. I think I do too. But anyway, we will be doing a stream, as always, as usual, on Saturday. We're going to be doing a commercial flight. I think Captain Howdy has been challenging me once again. I'm going to have to put it to him and show him who's boss and fly the Boeing, maybe the Boeing 737, or maybe we'll be back in an Airbus of some sort and flavor. Maybe something new. Yeah, we know that's not going to happen. But maybe. But friends, I want to say thank you to all of you. I want to say thank you to my regulars, my newcomers, and of course, my moderators, Bats, in the house tonight. Good job, Bats. And Delt Gam, thank you for joining tonight. We also had, who else do we have in here? We had Kyle actually jumped in. Captain Howdy, of course, was in here and helping us out for this stream. And Silver Killer, even though he had his mom. Good evening, Mrs. Silva Killer. I don't swear much. No, really, I don't. Johnny Mon, one hell of a guy. I've said it once before, and I'll say it again. CP6565, Bruton the Great, Captain Red Sky. Appreciate it. Vaughn Williams, so much. That guy, appreciate you as well, my brother, from another mother. And Dirk, the Dirk Diggler, again, thank you for joining us. CFF 121. Appreciate you, brother. Marion Harris, a.k.a. Chip a Sneeze. Thank you for being here, Marion, as always. Dude, you are like here all the time. Tashi Draco. Thank you for being here as well, my friend. I cannot wait to see some of you at Tashi. You're going to have to get over to the States, man, and join us for a FlightSimExpo one of these years, right? You're going to have to do it. It's a moral imperative, my friend. And everyone else in here that I didn't call out, I do know you. I do recognize you. And I do so much appreciate you being here. Rudin the Great and the rest. Friends, until next time, stay safe. Happy simming. And, of course, blue skies. We'll see you soon. I'm going to close out with, again, the trailer for FS Expo. If you can make it to FS Expo, do join it. It'll be a great time. I could see all of you, maybe have an orange whip with you, and it would do me no better pleasure than to be in with all of you, my friends, my pals, and my amigos. Until Saturday, signing off, friends. Good night. Take care. Love you all. Blue skies. Tell you guys right now. So this is all. Hey, did you see my foot? That's Allison Johnson. We were on the panel. But you get to see all this hardware. It's amazing.
I think this is a great opportunity for the Pilot Club to meet flight sim enthusiasts, to network with other developers and communities, and to promote the hobby of flight simulation.
The atmosphere is absolutely electric. Love it. If you're a beginner, if you're an expert, if you're trying to meet new people, if you want to get your hands on some pretty awesome hardware, this is the place to be. I could not recommend this enough to everyone else. This is just an awesome opportunity to hang out.
It gets together our entire hobby, everyone interested, everything from fixed wing, helicopter, virtual reality, everything in between. Brings us all to one place to collaborate on ideas and bring us all together.
It is a great opportunity
Okay, I
if
gotta
you are a
figure out
serious
why
flight
this
simmer
is
to
echoing.
meet the developers, to meet the flight sim communities, to see the new products that are coming out, to actually test
Hold on,
them,
let
to
me see if I can figure
connect,
this out.
and enhance and continue this great hobby of flight simulation.
Okay, I think I got it figured out. Hold on.
Every year we're getting bigger and bigger. There are more and more vendors here, more sim experiences to be a part of.
Is that better? Does that fix it? I think I got it fixed, right? Perfect. All right. Does that fix it? I think I got it fixed, right? Okay. All right. Well, anyway, we'll have it fixed for next time, friends. Thank you for letting me know. I just had to change the monitor output on OBS. But guys, appreciate it. Hey, Delgam, thank you for being here. And somebody else said something. Mustang 302, if you're still here, appreciate you being here. I didn't call you out earlier. But friends, until next time, stay safe. Good night. Peace out. And Marion Harris, you just had to do it, didn't you? Thank you, Marion Harris, for that $2.40. Give it up to Marion Harris. Dropping in the $2.40 dono. Marion, my brother, thank you so much. I appreciate you. And, hey, man, I'll see you Saturday. You, haven't missed, a live stream in, I don't know even how long. How long has it been, Marion? It's been a long time, my friend. It's been a really long time. But appreciate that $2.40 dono, and here's some blue skies to Marion, some orange whips, and some Symphonic shuffles, because I know you don't want me to do the real thing, right? Again, thank you, Marion Harris. Thank you all. I will see you on the flippity flip. Good night.